Just also, you're gonna have to kind of help me because
Yeah, man. I will happily.
getting in and then streaming too, or not streaming.
Mm-hmm. Just casting.
Casting, yeah.
Mm, I got you. No, we'll be good. I'd like uh as soon as fights start, I'll just shoutcast all of that stuff, and you do like the analysis breakdown stuff, and then we'll be good to go. Uh, I shot you a friend request so I can get you in. Oh, you're already in here. Okay, great. Oh, they started pick ban.
Where is that at? How do I get there?
In the casters chat, achievements posted the casters pick ban. But I don't think we're ready. I bet you they're gonna restart this in a second here. Yeah, they're gonna redo this. This link is dead now. Are we live? Hold on. Ari, is it? Are we good? Is it happening? All right, it's
Sweet.
happening.
What's going on,
Welcome
guys?
everyone. Yeah, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us for this the second game, the Wombo eSports between the glazed non-human primates and um, the glazed non-human primates and the night owls. I'm pretty sure this matchup actually has some pretty significant uh, playoff repercussions, if I'm not totally mistaken. The last, I think if the non-human primates 2-0, they get a shot at playoffs. I'm not totally
Really?
sure. Yeah.
Okay. I know we have a couple subs for the Night Owls tonight.
Hmm.
It's going to be RIPDusty and Dr. McWeenBean. So it should be a pretty interesting game tonight.
Yeah, no, I'm super stoked. We uh we will be seeing um yes, Elemental Lux subbing for the Glazed non-human primates and Dr. McQueenbean and RIPDusty subbing for the Night Owls. So we have a few subs in this matchup tonight.
I totally forgot about Elemental Lux. My bad.
No, you're good, Doug. But yeah, I'm trying to find the standings just to like make
See what
sure
the
I'm
stakes
not,
are.
yeah, make sure I'm not totally insane by saying that. But as I do that, we have hopped into pick ban. Um, the Night Owls are on blue side tonight, and they open with a Soraka ban. That's definitely targeting so hardcore. Sox is a a prolific Soraka player.
Indeed.
Indeed. I'm kind of expecting some ripped bans targeted at RIPDusty here. Oh no, okay. Docs Urgot has to go.
Of course.
So we're gonna see that one coming out round one. What are you expecting here comp wise? Any like you want to try to pull any like caster predictions with me in the pick ban?
Yeah, you said Doc's gonna be top lane for the Night
Mm-hmm.
Owls.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
So I'm curious to see if he plays as Darius again. He did pretty well last game against the NA Rams. He
Mm-hmm.
was a definite force. So I'm curious to see if he's gonna pick that out again. If not, I don't know. I'm looking for him to play something a little crazy, you know?
Juggernauts for sure are kind of the good doctor's wheelhouse. So we're expecting some sort of strategy for the Night Owls that revolves around that. On the side of the non-human primates, I betcha we're gonna be mm,
What do you think of Harry
probably
picks? Or
who?
Elemental subbing for Who again? I'm sorry.
Elemental was subbing for top lane, I believe. Oh no, Snack the Dipper, it looks like, has lined up top lane, so Elemental might be middle?
Okay. Ooh, what do you think Snack's gonna play this game?
I mean, I'd love to see his Nico. He had a really great Nico against the NA Rams. Oh, Nico's just gotten banned out. Okay, never mind. All right, it looks like Darius. Yeah, some target bans for the good doctor coming out of these glazed non-human primates. Becky always waits the maximum amount of time she can in Big Ban. Oh, okay, a Vagar. All right, two
Who's that
bans.
towards?
That's also a Snack the Dipper special.
Okay.
Last season, his best two champs were Vagar and Oriana, and the Nico has kind of stepped in this season over the Oriana. Now that we are expecting Snack
Bundle ban
to
towards
be in a
Dusty.
solo lane. Yep, a good Trundle ban there. Dusty's really strong on those early game, like aggressive fight you
Mm-hmm.
in the jungle junglers, and definitely gotta respect that stuff for sure.
See what the first pick would be. I'm curious to see which order they pick in.
I bet we'll probably get like the safe pick strat, right? Is like you get your bot lane, yeah,
Oh,
and bot lane and
Philios.
jungler, unless there's a super broken matchup.
Mm-hmm.
But achievements looking like he's gonna hand himself the Aphelios here.
That's gonna be fun to watch.
Yeah, for sure. Is this the first Aphelios game of the year? Sox gets her Lulu.
Oh,
That's huge
that is huge. She is actually a menace with Lulu.
for
So,
sure.
but yeah, like I
I
said, that Aphelios bottom is gonna be interesting to see. Like, cause like you said, I don't think we've seen it.
Yeah, we haven't
Maybe
seen
at
an
all.
Aphelios at least in
Could
this
be wrong.
league often, if at all. I know Nova has one, but I don't think we've ever picked it.
Hmm.
Or at least not recently. Maybe we played it earlier this year, but picking it early is a little dangerous just because he's like a really immobile ADC.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. Pretty Boy Dan gets his Annie, gets his main. So a lot of really strong comfort for the primates here. These
Hmm.
monkeys, these monkeys getting what they need. Um, hmm.
See what the next one's gonna be.
Into Annie, I really like either uh like poke or scaling, like
Yeah, I'm
card
thinking
engage,
poke. She once she gets that stun, she can hold that for
for
quite
as
some
long as she
time.
wants. Yep.
So
And then Pretty Boy Dan finally gets his main. If he gets a melee matchup, he's gonna be popping off for sure.
it's gonna be fun.
Yep. I think this is a great opportunity for him to carry. There's the
Rush.
Thresh. Okay, Aphelios Thresh is like the meta pro pit play, like super
Hmm.
strong duo. Because Thresh will keep Aphelios safe, and Aphelios is like 200 years kick W damage is just the stupidest amount of range and damage together.
Yeah. Do you think right now it's pretty evenly matched up
I mean, yeah, there's like
as
a
far as like team comps go? Oh, we just have the Olaf pick.
yeah, there's Dusty's Olaf, great snag there, and a Misfortune. Okay, so Misfortune, Annie, Lulu, really good team fight comp coming out of GNP right now. A little
Let's look.
more aggression and lane dominance from the Owls.
What do you think the game plan is gonna be for GNP
If
tonight?
they got the MF, so I'm like, if I was them, I'd be building a Wombo comp of some kind, some sort of like big, strong, stupid death ball. You know, they need a front line, but I'm pretty sure they'll be able to put that together for Kolossal Kortex at some point here.
Really in Soul Ban. Look,
Oh,
looks like.
that's for a late sub, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Elemental Lux subbing late means that um, GNP loses one ban.
Okay, okay. I was like, that's. I
Yeah,
mean,
nobody plays
that's out there.
yesterday.
That's out there. All right. Yeah, this is looking like an interesting matchup as far as team comps go. I'm
Yeah,
excited to see it.
I'm pretty confident MF Lulu uh are pretty safe into Aphelios Thresh.
Hmm.
Um, polymorph the Thresh whenever he lands hooks or something like that. But they do have the opportunity to chain together a lot of CC. So purple gun on Aphelios into a free Thresh hook flay situation could be a real problem.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
at the same time, like getting that stuff onto a Misfortune with Strut or past a Lulu with polymorph
Hmm.
could be difficult. So we'll see how it goes. It's going to be a skill matchup though for sure.
Hmm.
Tom
Yeah.
Kent's taken off the board. The Elite Warrior. We are
al-
loading this toad.
Along with Set, I forgot to mention. So it
Mm.
looks like
That's a target ban at Kolossal Kortex. He
okay.
is a set ban, a set main. Uh,
Don't want him to get his main. That
do
would be
not. It looks like we are also going to be creating a new lobby here, so expect another
uh
invite in a second. Last
gotcha.
ban of pick bans coming through.
Oh, Malphite.
Malphite.
Oof.
Hmm. Hmm. I guess
Wait,
that's just to totally try to. Yeah. I. Okay. So Malphite's not super strong right now, but the Wombo combo with Misfortune Annie Malphite would have been pretty scary, and the Night Owls just don't want to deal with that. Hovering a Master Yi
yeah,
here.
I was about to say this is if they go through with this is gonna be a spicy game, especially
This
with
is
that
a
Lulu.
Yep, this is a zesty freaking game. We got the hyper carry in the jungle. I
And they do lock
They
it
lock
in.
it in. Our
Let's
first
go.
Master Yi game of the
This is exciting.
season.
This is
This
good.
is super exciting. These glazed non-human primates going full monkey, getting this Master Yi.
Okay, Lux.
Assuming that's a mid lane Lux, and
What do you
or
think about
actually
that into
no,
a
that's probably
oh
Eat Mace. That's probably Eat Mace on support. But
yeah, good old Lux Q can definitely slow down Master Yi and give your team a chance just to delete him.
and the Mordekaiser for the top lane. Mord's still just stupid strong right now.
Yeah.
Buffing his E was just a menace for solo queue, and I know he
Nah, yeah,
doesn't get any.
he's
I know he doesn't get any play in the pro scene, but man, oh man, is he big right
definitely
now?
fun to play too. But
Hmm.
yeah, that Dr. McQueen being on that Mordekaiser definitely is he's gonna make his presence known for sure. So let's
Yeah.
see what they pick as a counter to that. What are you expecting here?
Mm,
What would you pick against a Mordekaiser?
range. I'd poke
Yeah.
him.
Do you think they go with the Vayne?
I don't know. I don't know if they have a vein. That's the problem.
Change.
Tryndamere. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So pre-6, I'm pretty sure Mordekaiser has the advantage there, but it could be a skill matchup. But
Mm-hmm.
post-6, Tryndamere should be okay.
Yeah, especially I mean, if Master Yi and Tryndamere, if they can get something going top, I mean,
That's
Tryndamere,
very
like you said,
true.
will definitely scale, and you definitely don't want to leave him alone up there by himself. So,
Yeah. But these last two picks mean that the Glazed Unhuman Primates have opted out of the Wombo combo, um, giving up on a beefier front line in order to get all this damage.
hmm,
But on the other side, the Night Owls don't necessarily have the craziest, or at least the tankiest front line either. Olaf and Mordekaiser will get tanky, but they're not like tanks. So uh, there's the opportunity for all of this huge amount of damage coming out of the glazed non-human primates is to just tear through people is pretty big. All right. Okay, so bot lane matchup, I'll give to the Night Owls. Threshophelios is just pretty broken,
hmm,
but the strength of the bot lane for the primates is definitely in the team fights and the skirmishes. Like any ult into Master Yi or Tryndamere plus a Misfortune going over the top, like that's a ton
yeah,
of damage. And if this Master Yi gets ahead, like, oh boy.
that's what you want to see. I definitely want to see Master Yi, take some risky counter jungles. Make those
Get in there
risky
with that aggression.
plays.
Yeah, man.
You know,
I'm totally
um,
down for that.
definitely pay off in the long run. And then as far as Mordekaiser goes and Olaf, I think they need to definitely make something work if they want to combat this scaling team we have over here on the right.
Hmm. Yeah, Olaf is probably the perfect jungle to counter right now, just because Master Yi and Tryndamere are in this game. There is a timer that the Night Owls have to play around. If we get past the 35-minute mark and Master Yi starts turning on, that could just be it.
Mhm.
But Olaf, of all junglers to have, Olaf is definitely the early game pace pusher that you want into this sort of a scenario. So the onus is kind of on RIPDusty's shoulders here to take this pick and really roll with it.
Perfect. And I think we're just about ready to get this thing going. So looks like it's gonna be a good one. I'm
Hmm.
excited for this first game between the two. And yeah,
Yeah, not a ton of CC on the side of the Night Owls other than Thresh Lux. So a lot of single target CC. Uh, but on the opposite side, it's really only the Annie that's going to be locking people down.
hmm
So engage options for GNP aren't super great, but that doesn't necessarily mean that uh, there are better engage options for the Night Owls either. Because other
true.
than like Purple Gun, Hook, and Lux Q, there isn't any hard CC over there. And I guess the Bone Zone from Mordekaiser.
Yeah, I'm expecting each objective to be just that much important to each of the teams because
Hmm.
that goal difference will be a significant one later on in the game. And I think we're ready. I'm not sure.
Yeah, looks like we'll be launching this thing in a second here.
Sweet.
Uh, We already are up, so they'll get us rolling into it. I am stoked to see this Master Yi though.
I know,
First,
like that's
first Master Yi Lulu is a roll dangerous combo. So,
definitely a lot of sustain with that, and that speed boost. If I'm mistaken, let me know from Lulu,
hmm,
the
yep,
little pixel. That's gonna be just
picks.
that much better for picks.
Yep.
Uh,
And if they have an AFK split pushing Tryndamere, yeah, I guess I give this draft. Well, okay, so early game in like up to 25 minutes, I favor the Night Owls. If the
hmm
Primates can survive,
Yeah, you're right. I
yeah,
I
if the
don't I don't see
Primates
how the
can survive,
Magi gets past the Philios and the Thresh,
right?
especially with those guns, like you said. So it's gonna be difficult for him to
With
gank
the
that bottom lane
with the
for
Olaf hanging
sure.
around.
hmm Oh, looks like we are in.
Hopping into draft here. Yeah,
Sweet.
so I'm expecting like power farming for Master Yi,
hmm
Tryndamere just solo pushing. So like whatever RIPDusty decides to do early game, uh, he the Primates are just going to be in a tough spot no matter what he decides to apply. So they just kind of got to hold on. But
Yeah,
if they can force this game past the 35 minute mark, like the odds are really in their favor with the amount of damage that they have.
I would love to see RipDusty try to do like try to catch Master E,
Hmm.
um, off his game, see if he
Hmm.
can get ahead as far as like the 1v1s or possibly getting help from the mid
Those
lane as
scuttle
well.
crabs, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
fighting over those scuttle crabs for
those would
sure.
be those would be huge for him,
Hmm.
and just take him into late game, just a monster. And you would have to force that Lulu to definitely spend her ult much sooner than she would like to. Um, but I
Yeah,
don't know, like you
that's.
said, what do you think about that Tryndamere versus that Mordekaiser? Like, talk to me about that.
I think topside, I'd prefer to be Mordekaiser pre six and then Tryndamere post six. But I really just haven't played enough Tryndamere to be super familiar with his matchups.
Mm,
Um, I don't think that Mordekaiser's going to get outsplit if if like they go even. But melee versus melee, the ults kind of counter each other. So yeah, like I said, the longer this game goes, the better it looks for the Primates in all areas. But It's just going to be tough. It's going to be tough to get it there with Dusty's Olaf on the table.
Yeah, I think that we're gonna have a very spicy game on our hands, like I said. So
Lots of fighting early for sure. Everybody's pretty squishy on the side of the Primates, so they've got to have some real good positioning and vision, otherwise people will die to this Olaf.
yes, very true. And we know that Dusty does love to ward, so I
hmm
think that's gonna be one of the keys to the game for, I mean, either team is
Yep,
to get that
vision.
vision off and try to get that upper hand when it comes to team fights. Catch them before they catch you.
Vision is the
So
most important resource.
it's gonna be very interesting to see how this game unfolds between these two.
Let's see here. Okay, so that does mean Lux is middle. In the mid lane, I think I'd rather be Annie. Especially not just any Annie, but Dan's Annie. Pretty Boy Dan is an Annie main that's
Yeah,
busted his way through plat. So
yeah.
uh,
Comfort picks.
tons of mastery, very comfortable, huge damage, as the kids say. Who's damage?
I think that Lux is gonna have a good time on our hands trying to outpoke that Annie for sure. Like I said, once she gets that,
hmm
once Annie gets that stun, it's you're gonna be
Yeah,
sitting back for a
lights
minute, you
out.
know.
It is lights out for sure. Um, okay, so if I was Lux, yeah, I think I would. As far as this matchup goes, like Lux just wants to clear waves and not participate, right? She wants
Yeah.
to help Olaf in the jungle, help
Hmm.
Olaf over scuttle crabs, push the wave, and just go beat the snot out of this Master Yi early. If I was Lux, that's what I would want to do, at least,
Yeah, that's ideal for Lux for sure in this game.
right? So hopefully Dan will either punish the absence if that does happen and just like slap these towers around, or I've never actually seen Dan's Annie. Has he gotten to play it at all yet? Because
I don't,
most games against the primates that Dan has played in, it's been banned away.
I don't think I've seen it. I could be
hmm
wrong. But even so, I think just him getting his main is definitely gonna be. He's gonna have, you know,
Yeah,
some comfortable times mid. So even if that Lux does roam around, I'm sure he'll punish Lux for it because that's his main. So
yeah,
definitely
yeah.
some
I don't think
comfort over there.
this is Pretty Boy Dan's first Annie game of the season. It has been perma banned away from him ever since we started. It looks like that's super exciting.
Has yeah.
All right, this mid lane just got real spicy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This game is gonna be a spicy one for sure.
hmm
The tides
Okay.
could turn in a minute.
Well, yeah, that's like just the damage potential out of the primates is enormous. Aphelios is going to be dropping huge damage. Mordekaiser is stupid strong right now. If this Olaf gets ahead, Dusty will be running over people. So we'll see how we do. But like I said earlier, there are stakes to this game. This is the last regular season game of the season.
Oh snap!
Yep. So we're going into playoffs, and I do believe the Night Owls and the Primates are fighting for placement this week. Uh, a 2-0 from the Primates, I would think, sneaks them in. I'm pretty sure a 1-1 and the Night Owls keep their spot and can stay
Wow.
in playoffs. I'm pretty sure. So we need two solid wins for the Primates to solidify their spot in playoffs. Otherwise, I think we're gonna see these Night Owls bracket it up next week. The customary 3-minute waiting period is over, and we are starting to load into our first game.
Let's
So
go.
let's friggin' go. Game one between the Glazed non-human primates and the Night Owls here at Wombo eSports. Get hype in the chat. Tell us who you think is gonna win, who won draft, or my favorite prediction. Actually, Lucy, I do this I ask this question of my co-caster every time I do this. But who do you think gets first blood, and where? Also, boom, Hextech Anti-Skin. Let's go.
What's a ooh? Ah, dude, that's so hard.
Right?
I. This is just like I'm just picking out here.
Yep. What do
I
you think?
think,
Where will first blood be?
I think achievements in the bot lane gets first pick early.
Okay. All right. I'll
Yeah.
give it to. I say it's Dan. I bet you Dan gets first blood.
Okay.
All right. Time check. I'm at 19, 20,
Yes.
21. Nice.
Perfect.
Woo. Already at the start of this game, the Rocket League memes coming out in chat. Looks like a 5-point opening from the Night Owls here. Glazed team and Primates just kind of stacking blue buff. Maybe they'll try a late invade. Not sure if DrMcWeenBean is down here to defend an invade or to try to pull one off himself, but nope. Everybody's gonna back off and head to their respective quadrants.
We got a standard 5-point from uh, the Night
Night
Owls.
Owls, yeah. Yep,
Yes.
covering their bases, making sure nobody sneaks in or no funny business level 1. But neither of these teams I think would want a level 1. I guess if I was the Night Owls, you could go for it. Lux, Q, and Threshook aren't bad. Okay, achievements walking up here to get a Tribush ward.
Like you did mention, Vision's going to be key this game, so.
It is, but I'm not totally sure what that ward is going to accomplish. Okay. So they're going to try to pick. They're going to try to land a pick as these primates are walking back to lane. So Thresh is going to hook into this Tribush. Nope, they didn't even do it. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I'm totally not sure why he
Got a skirmish up top,
ward.
some nice trades going
Level
on
1
here
fight.
between Doc
Yeah.
and Kolossal.
Are they going to burn sums? No sums burned, but big chunks.
Yeah, very nice trades from the both of them. Let's see what Dusty decides to do after this Grom. What are you expecting from this?
I bet you he full clears, so he'll go to his wolves. But he's gonna be clearing down towards bot side. Okay, more fighting in the top side. Level 2, Doc is trying to all in here. Does not want to dive. He's already half health with no shield. Taking that tower shot kind of gets rid of his advantage a little bit. As we get some more trades in the bottom, level 2 hits the Night Owls first, also in the bot lane, and they decide to step up and chunk out, snack the dipper a little bit here. Hook comes out and just misses, catching that caster minion on the back.
And Doc, I see that Doc placed the ward in Tribush. Very, very smart, especially against the Yi. You don't want to give him any reason to get big or have any type of lead.
Any acceleration on that type of a hyper carries
Exactly.
build path would be real bad times. This Aphelios is really getting a lot of poke in. Oh, answered well by Becky there. But okay, here we go with first ganks. Master Yi is passing through the top side Tribush, spotted out on his board.
I think so Doc immediately sees that.
Yeah, he's gonna back off for sure. It looks like, yeah, I think Elemental Lux is just gonna. Ooh, a great hook onto Becky, but she's under tower, so it's just gonna.
Nice slow for Becky to get.
Yeah, some good return damage off from Snack the Dipper there. Not too shabby, but Olaf is now here in the bot side, probably just gonna go for Scuttle, in the same way that Master Yi just went for Scuttle top.
Yeah, definitely some communication between top lane and jungle on seeing Master Yi, especially his. Oh, there it is.
Yep. Alright, so Olaf, knowing where Master Yi is, Olaf's gonna get an invade here and steal away the wolves.
Nice, that's what you want to see. Like I said, you don't want to give any reason for Master Yi to get ahead or even remotely close to what he needs.
Yep. Just taxing as much as he can with their use of vision. So far so good for both sides. Just farming and, you know, keeping keeping things relatively even for now. A small gold lead is starting. Oh, okay, fighting
Oh,
the top side. Kolossal
skirmish
Kortex
top
is going
lane.
in. The big shield comes out of Dr.
Colossal.
McWeenBean. Last auto, the
Oh,
flash forward, and he gets
headshot.
it. And
Oh
that's first
my.
blood onto the
What?
Tryndamere in the top lane.
What a play. What a
What a
play. Oh,
play!
looks like Olaf wants to go mid up.
Undertow
Even.
lands. A
Oh, the
flash
flash
forced.
burnt.
Yep, flash forced.
Interesting.
All right, so
Wow.
TP forced out of the Doctor. Hook lands onto Snack the Dipper, but oh, it's just kind of baited achievements in for a bunch of poke. All right.
Again, like Master Yi wants to make a visit bot lane, just not sure if that's awarded or not.
Yeah, they know that he's around, or at least they know that the vision is there. Look at the deep vision too that Olaf left in the jungle. They definitely knew
Yeah.
where Master Yi was that entire time. Decides to back off. Maybe they'll make a play for Dragon at some point. With all the pressure they've got, bot lane is pretty free.
And so far, nothing crazy from mid lane. I mean, just
Arming it
letting
up.
any
Yeah.
being.
That gank did force out Dan's flash though, so perhaps RIPDusty will revisit mid lane after the wave bounces a little further away. We start getting resets out of the bottom. Pings come down on Master Yi as this window of opportunity has presented itself for the Primates to snag this dragon.
Looks like they're gonna, yeah.
Start this sucker up and
I don't
yep.
think that the Night Owls are gonna be there in time to
No,
contest
their
this.
reset timers just meant that they give this up and they are willing to let it go. Alright, first dragon and first blood onto the side of the non-human primates here. And Kolossal Kortex now has 6. Okay.
What do you think about? Oh, okay, we got some skirmishing
Starting a
going
bit of
on
a fight here, but
top.
the good doctor is just gonna push
What do you
him
think
away
about that
there.
call to give up the drag? Isn't that some gold on their hands for Master Yi? What do you think about that?
I don't know if it's necessarily gonna accelerate anything too quickly here. Alright, Olaf is pathing top. Looks like they're gonna try to figure out some sort of a gank situation. Oh no, he gives up. Okay. Yeah, I don't think it's
Uh-oh.
necessarily gonna accelerate the Yi as much as it's dragon stacking that's a problem. RIPDusty is 2 levels
Elemental
up
Lux
though.
going in,
Yeah,
yeah,
a
on the
little too
2 level
aggressive
up.
here. Ult is
Okay, and
going
he
to be
decides to
used
ult
onto the
Eve.
Lux.
Okay, she
May
kills
is
him.
going down, but RIPDusty is going to clean this one up, I think. Absolutely slaughtering 2
Oh,
kills. Oh, wow. The Undertow
wow.
just misses.
Oh,
Here comes
and
Tryndamere, gets the slow, another auto attack, and
oh,
that will do it. 2 for 2 after all is said and done. Okay, more fighting. DrMcWeenBean wants to fight Kolossal Kortex. He has ult and full rage. I'm not sure he's going to win this one. Yeah, absolutely. Another
wow,
kill
and that
for the
is
Tryndamere.
2
Tryndamere
kills
is
for
taking
Tryndamere.
off, yeah.
Ooh,
Ultimately 3 for 2 over the course of that extended trade. Tryndamere coming out on top, but with all that said and done, Olaf also got a double kill.
very true. What do you? So as far as the Glazed non-human primates, like, what is that? What's the game plan now? Do you
Now
let
you
Trin
know
just
you're
sit up
winning.
there?
Yeah, absolutely. I was gonna say that you got a winning situation for like a hyper carry split pusher. Let's keep feeding them the ball. Let's keep putting pressure topside. Like Master Yi's just gonna keep farming and doing whatever he needs to do. But as
Hmm.
far as I'm concerned, fight for these Rift Heralds. Get the Tryndamere as many resources as you can, because he's definitely ahead of the curve.
I would even like to see Annie roam top too, just to help accelerate that. If I was GMP, I think for the Night Owls, it's gonna be. I mean, they have a great vision game
Yeah.
early on, so I don't expect that to like let up in any way. It looks like we got a little.
Oh, a great trade
Okay,
from DrMcWeenBean.
wow,
Good
very nice from
shield.
Doctor.
Yeah.
Knowing that the Tryndamere had already spent his ultimate, very good trade from Doctor McLean.
Yeah, the Doc has also picked up his plated steel caps as well, so he had the confidence to take that trade. All right, bounties coming through on Dan and Kolossal. So Dan just kind of sneakily picks up a couple of kills over the course of the last 5 minutes, and we saw Tryndamere's impact as well. So
Looks like Olaf wants to go ahead and get this rift so that they can start making some openings as far as the map goes, which is not a bad call,
not a
wouldn't you
bad
say?
call at all. I think they're gonna get collapsed on. Oh no! Wow, they didn't know. Nobody was knowers. Thresh roaming up here from the bottom, seeing if we can't get a pick onto Dan. Hidden Vision, Dusty is also here.
Uh-oh, achievements low, bottom lane.
Oh, jeez.
MF spending that ult.
Yeah, a great punish out of the Glazed Non-Human Primates bot lane. The Thresh leaves to go try to make plays somewhere else, and they just all in, blowing their cooldowns to see if they can't get the pick onto achievements. Doesn't quite work out, but oh, flash forward. Andy's all inning onto the Lux in the mid lane. Q comes through and manages to get the root, and looks like Ime will be able to walk out of this one.
Doc's looking like he has to back as well. A force out from Elemental Lux. And I think if I'm Kolossal Kortex, I just stay and push this.
Oh, absolutely.
He looking to
And
invade Olaf's jungle, can't really find anything, decides to just spray some vision.
get out of there. Second dragon coming up momentarily as we have another
pretty
roam
damn,
middle.
looking like-
Annie's trying to make some things happen on Deluxe, but ultimately it's going to be a 3v1. Too far forward, a little greedy, trying to get Lux down, but and give up a shutdown bounty to the Olaf.
I think that's a really good play for the Night Owls, knowing
for
that
sure.
the Tryndamere is already a little bit ahead. I think the call would be to try to pick somebody off and get somebody else rolling, you know?
Kolossal Kortex now getting some plates down. I will say it's actually really great that Elemental Lux came middle though and managed to pick up like 2 whole waves of farm, because he's like 2 levels down on Dusty or something like that right now.
Oh,
Dusty's
wow.
level 8 and he's level 7. So so he's got a little bit of catching up to do in the farming department for sure.
As well as Snack the Dipper, he's a little bit behind achievements 21.
More than
at
a
the
little.
moment.
That's a 40 CS difference right there.
Yeah.
So Snack the Dipper doing his best, but achievements and a Thresh of Phelios lane being able to poke him off the wave and force the wave under tower a ton has just absolutely kept him on the back foot.
I think if we're GMP, we definitely try to focus more objectives just to regain some of that gold lead.
Yeah, this next dragon's going to be pretty important. Vision setup on both sides is relatively good. Annie roaming around here, seeing if she can make a play. The stun is almost
Spotted.
there. Yep, spotted off of the vision plant. Dusty clears some more vision. Oh, a solo kill on the top side.
I totally missed that.
Yeah, so did I, but we get a pause as we have lost Snack the Dipper. As is customary, Snack's internet drops at least once per game, always.
Understandable, it happens,
Yep.
you know, it's life.
Yep, the customary Snack the Dipper pause comes through, and we shall... Or was that not Snack the Dipper? That might have been... Oh, no. Yeah, that was...
And
okay.
we continue.
Right.
That is now 3 for Colossal. What do you think about that?
I mean, he's huge, and this lane is 1, so it's time to focus your resources elsewhere. The Mordekaiser is gonna have to figure out how to stay relevant from behind, but ultimately, ooh, a pick bush here onto RIPDusty. Okay, my game has frozen.
My game has frozen as well.
All right. I'm gonna hit the plus button. I think this happens normally after a pause. Yeah, okay, here we go. Ultimate from Snack the Dipper out of the bush. Misses. We get a great ulti. Wow. Socks saves the fight.
Elemental coming in and putting damage as well.
Okay. And a good TP
out
of DrMcWeenBean.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. Socks almost turned that entire thing with a really well-timed Lulu ult, but too little too late. The teleport comes out from DrMcWeenBean. And the Night Owls will clean up that fight and take the dragon. Alternatively, though, on the top side, Kolossal Kortex is just gonna get tower for free. This split pushing Tryndamere, split pushing Tryndamere is now the richest player in this game. 3-0, 92 farm, and a full tower and its plates.
Still really good that the Night Owls got that Drake, because, you know, they just needed that for sure, and then especially the kill going over to DrMcWeenBean definitely helps them out in that top lane versus that Colossal.
Yeah, the Night Owls still want to keep the pace of this game going as fast as possible to prevent Master Yi from just taking over. So the best way to keep the game fast, get dragons. Get dragons and get them early.
Yeah, after a certain minute, I'm really excited to see what the team fights are gonna look like when he does have his items for sure.
Yeah, let's do a quick item check. Okay, so Gale Force finished for Tryndamere, and Luden's Tempest finished for Annie. But on the other side, Zonia's Hourglass is done for Lux, as well as Shield Bow and Gore Drinker for Aphelios and Dusty. And the Locket is also done on the Thresh. So, small gold leads across the board for the Night Owls, but where the gold is concentrated on the side of the non-human primates is the Tryndamere, and he's just going to be a big ol' problem.
Absolutely. It looks like Dusty definitely wants to answer that quickly. He's there. It looks like he decides to go in.
Okay, we're
Doc
all
coming to
inning
help.
onto Colossal. Doc coming to help. The ult
There
comes
is that
through.
ult. Looks like Olaf
Oh,
is just gonna.
he's decided to
Oh, and the kill goes over
give
to
up on
Dr.
Dust.
McWeenBean.
Okay. Well, oh, and then in the mid lane, we get an all-in from Pretty Boy Dan, taking down the Aphelios.
Oh wow.
So kills traded, a 1-for-1 overall. But I'm pretty sure that if
Oh, Master Yi
okay,
looking to
Elemental
go in.
Lux decided to all in, Dr. McWeenBean is already half health. Smite comes down. There's the Q. Pulling,
Uh-oh.
great pull, but just Dusty is
Yeah.
here.
There's the help. Oh, and
Okay.
looks like they decided to go in because he's exhausted everything, which is not a bad idea.
Oh man.
Beautiful.
Doc got too close. Oh, it
My
didn't matter. Wow.
Jesus.
I thought Doc was gonna give one away there.
Uh,
Oh man. Pretty Boy
wow.
Dan rotating up to see if he can't make something happen, but Thresh is also here, so it looks like the Primates are just gonna have to back off of that. Super close opportunity for Elemental Lux to get a kill there, but just not enough damage. I'm pretty sure if he just decided to, I'm going back to the fight before that, I'm pretty sure if Kolossal had decided to stay on RIPDusty instead of switching targets over to Doctor, he would have killed at least one of them, but
Olaf definitely spots out
Kolossal
Colossus. Lets the
Kortex
teammates
is,
know.
yeah, gonna get chased out here. Boots finished though for the Tryndamere, so he's definitely gonna be a speedy boy. Finished boots on everybody except for Lulu, it looks like. And nope, no boots for Thresh.
Yeah.
Okay, Sweeper coming down, Sock stepping forward, see if we can't get some vision control over the pit for second Herald.
Yeah, achievements over there just going like pushing that bottom lane to the max. I think he's gonna have to leave after this because Elemental's coming down, but he should be out safely. Oh, he decides
Okay,
to
going all in
stay.
on the achievements. This looks like it's gonna be a good pick. Ulti comes out. Oh, so close. And the Master Yi gets its first kill of the game here onto the solo Aphelios. Glazed non-human primates are now eyeing neutral objectives to see what they can take. I'm not totally sure why Tryndamere came down here. Flash forward out of Annie. Huge ulti onto Eat May. She has to flash away again.
From
But
MF.
yep, there's the bullet time from the MF.
Oh, the Colossal gets the
And
kill.
then over the... Oh, and then in the jungle, Sock's
We
trying to
have-
get away from Dr. McWeenBean in the ultimate. She's shielding and hiding and ultimately just going to die. A 1-for-1 here on the top side. Oh, Pretty Boy Dan gonna find the stopwatch to stay alive. Olaf uses the ulti, but is gonna go down. A huge
Wow.
shutdown. Thresh manages to trade back one, but gives up his own life in the process. And Dr. McWeenBean is trapped in the wrong side of the map here, between a rock and a hard place. The all-in from
like
both
he's-
Tryndamere, a flash over the wall, followed by Elemental Lux, who's going to use the Q to finish this one off, and another kill goes to the Tryndamere. That's a huge shutdown as well.
Wow,
6-1 and 2 onto Tryndamere.
He is a big fella.
This should also mean Dragon. Achievements doing his best to try to zone people out, but here comes Tryndamere. Achievements is just gonna die.
Yeah.
Not totally sure what he was hoping to accomplish there.
There goes that drag. That's not what you want to see, especially if you're the Night Owls. You're definitely gonna give that Colossal even more. Oh.
Woo! That was close. That was real close. Eat May almost managed to not only steal the dragon, but finish off Elemental Lux there in the process.
Not a bad idea from her as well. I think
No,
that's,
not at all.
You have to, right?
Yep. Dude, if you got the spells, you throw them out. All right, RIPDusty has started up the Herald on the top side. Misfortune Bot rotating to help out as well. Pretty Boy Dan keeps the push in mid lane going. Here comes Sox to come and check the objective. I think it's a little too little too late though. I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
this
I
one's gonna
think
be gone.
they
Yeah.
just give this one up. Yeah, it
Mhm.
looks like Dusty's gonna go ahead and clear his jungle. Doc doing his thing up top to stay up with Colossus. I mean, he's right in almost even in CS. So, but I don't think that Drake helped their case too much. But I still think they're in good position to win this game. I mean,
Oh yeah.
Dusty just got the Rift Herald, so I mean, they're definitely gonna open up the map even
Oh,
more.
they're in it
So,
for sure. Dusty and Doc are. Doc has managed to fight his way back into this game after like an unfortunate solo bolo earlier and a tough position, trying to do as much as he can underneath a fed Tryndamere. But Doc's 4-4. Olaf is 4-2. Both of them are in pretty good spots to do some work, and the Aphelios has finished his shield bow. So starting to get scaled up there. That'll be your late game damage insurance for sure. Small invade here out of RIPDusty. I'm not totally sure it's going to get punished though. Just setting up some vision. Seeing if he can't find anybody. But Primate saw him there, so he rotates back.
oh, this looks like this Thresh spots out the Yi. But
Yeah.
I think Tryndamere goes and steals it anyway.
This is the Tryndamere Classic. Was kill you under your tower, kill your tower, kill your jungle. Nobody gets blue buff but Tryndamere.
Uh,
Ooh,
oh,
okay.
yeah, man, nice stun.
Great predict. And from Fog4. Whoa, what a huge ulti!
And a
The
flash
heal,
burn.
shield.
Oh, but Kolossal has it.
Whoa, Kolossal has it. Followed up there. Teleport comes through
Doc
for
coming in.
DrMcWeenBean. We're in a 4v5 though. I'm not totally sure if
Singles
this is
out
something
Eat
that the
Man.
Owls want to take.
Very smart play from Doc. Oh, but it's
Okay.
polymorph.
The polymorph, the ult, stalling just long enough. Let's go! Sox manages to stall out. Elemental Lux goes deep and just barely survives. Wow. But a huge pick from the Annie turns into an immediately deleted Aphelios, and then the Night Owls opt into a 4v5. Unfortunate to see that either the teleport was channeled and there was no way to turn out of it, or they just decided to YOLO it anyway. But that fight definitely going in the favor of the Glazed non-human primates here, who now find themselves sitting on almost like a 1.2, 1.3 gold lead.
Yeah, very, very significant. I mean, you saw that Tryndamere, he's that much bigger. What's the game plan? Game plan for the Night Owls?
Well, you got to play around the Aphelios here, but Aphelios is so far behind. I'm not totally sure.
Yeah, I would definitely. I think I would like to see them match the Tryndamere with the Thresh Aphelios, and then letting Eatmay go ahead and make a pick somewhere else for Mordekaiser Olaf.
Yeah, the Night Owls in this one just need to slow this game down, which really sucks to say, because eventually you slow it down too much, and then eventually Master Yi just takes over.
Oh, looks like Pretty Boy Dan
another
spotted out
great
Thresh.
pick. Pretty Boy Dan gets a full stun combo onto Thresh. Ulti out of Elemental Lux.
Eatmay, beautiful stun by her to stop the Yi.
And that will. Oh no! Stepping forward just a little too far, coming around the corner. Did not see Snack the Dipper.
Looks like Pretty Boy Dan wants to get.
Okay, a root onto the Kolossal Kortex. Forces the ult out of Eatmay, but another stun out of Annie.
Ulted. Used by DrMcWeenBean. Oh, and there's a
Zhonya's. Yeah, that's gonna time out the rest of this ulti, and the Doc's just in the worst position now. The Rift
beautiful
Herald
ult by
is
Snack
summoned.
Dipper.
Another root here coming through, but not gonna really mean much. The ulti from Aphelios lands, but won't. He doesn't really have the items for that damage to do much. So throughout all of that, the Herald takes the mid tower. RIPDusty is getting engaged on here. Ultimate forced out of the Tryndamere, and it's gonna be enough to get the kill that will mean Dragon.
Wow.
Yep, huge. And Pretty Boy Dan has his stun again.
I think you just can't. I think if you're the Night Owls, you just can't get near the Tryndamere without a posse. Like, you need a security team.
Not just the Tryndamere, but Pretty Boy Dan has. Oh, that Lux laser almost got it. Yeah, Eatmay is doing her best to see if she can't make some plays here. But a flash forward, the ult misses. Great flash out of Eatmay on reaction to the Annie. keeping
I would
herself
love
alive
to see
there,
her steal one.
right? That'd be
Uh,
clutch. But yeah, no, Dan has just been doing such a good job with the anti-stuns from Fog of War, hiding in side lane bushes, in river bushes, forced out multiple team fights, kills, summoner spells. Like almost all of these mid lane plays have been initiated off of a flash stun or a stun from Fog of War from the Annie. So
mhm.
huge credit to Dan for just controlling that center of the map.
Well, can I ask you, how would you slow this game down if you're the Night Owls? Like, what do you do? Like,
You got to fight for dragons. That's the problem. But otherwise, you just don't engage. Take whatever farm you can get, and just keep the clock ticking. The issue is that it's Mountain Soul, and
yeah,
you lost the early game, which means the Glazed non-human Primates are already pushing Soul Point at 25 minutes, despite the Night Owls picking up that first dragon.
yeah. I
Uh,
think I would like to see some picks made by RIPDusty and Eat May. You definitely don't want to be
okay,
fighting. Oh,
Pick Bush here. Oh, great
oh,
ultimate from the Lux. Forces out the Lulu ult to stay alive. In the Bone
Doc?
Zone, we have a 1v1 between Doc and Elemental Lux. But the Q comes through. Okay, finishes off by the Doctor, but there's the Tryndamere to pick up the rest of this one. Now officially in a 4v5, forced to flash out of the jungle as the rest of the Night Owls have appeared. But ultimately a 1-for-1 trade here on the top side jungle.
And we're
Just-
having Snack the Dipper at the bottom. Go ahead and take that first tier tower, looks like. I think that's going to be even more the better for the Glazed non-human Primates.
Yep, starting to really push in their map pressure, abuse their gold leads here, which is now ballooned to 3,000 gold. The Tryndamere 9-1, sitting on
It's,
3 completed items.
it's,
That's
yeah.
that's huge. He's literally 2 full items up on Doctor, who's got his components. Yeah, he's finished his Riftmaker and then just has components. Okay, there we go. Now he spends. Demonic Embraced finished. Death Dance and Gore Drinker done for the Olaf. He's going to be way tankier. 2 items done for the Aphelios and for
Oh, looks like
MF.
Colossal spots out Misfortune and
Okay.
Achievements, but they're gonna walk
Achievements is in
out.
a really horrible spot.
Yeah.
Ward's coming out from Snack the Dipper here, seeing if he can't make a pick. Yeah, the Night Owls just have to play so careful around Fog of War. Annie has just been slapping people from Vision. Okay, Pink Ward down from Elemental Lux over the wall. We're in a bit of an ARAM right now. I'm not totally sure. Because that's the thing, like, yes, the Night Owls need to slow this game down and see if they can't get Aphelios into the game so that they have a real carry that can match up. But the problem is like, this Master Yi is just scaling and scaling. Already at 170 farm, 3 kills, 2 items completed. The Rage Blade is done. So Master Yi is almost turned on. Looks like the Primates are just gonna YOLO it and start the Baron. 5 people alive, and here we go. Elemental Lux. Look at this. With the Rage Blade done, he's
Oh yeah.
just Lulu and Master Yi are
Wow.
enough to
And they're
really
not even
clear
gonna
that.
know.
Nope, no one's a knower. Nobody knows.
I think at some point, if you're Dusty, you kind
Brilliant
of have to
call.
question of where the jungle is.
No, you've got 3 showing middle. The dragon's about to spawn. That's what, like, if I'm the Night Owls, I'm talking about prepping dragon. I'm not thinking about the Baron. Sox has to ult herself to keep herself alive, but wow, look at that. They get it. At 27 minutes, the Glazed non-human Primates sneak a Baron
That's huge.
with just the Master Yi and Lulu. I think they'll end up giving up dragon here, but that's not the worst thing in the world. You got the Baron.
Yeah, I think if I was them, I'd just push out lanes and let them have this one.
I mean, you got Annie and Tryndamere in a decent position. You might still be able to fight over this.
Very true. I think if I'm the Night Owls, I kind of have to play around the Lux stun.
Yeah. This pick bush is gonna be what decides it, right? If they can get
Oh, there it is.
I was just about to say anybody but Tryndamere. Great, Sonya's
Still
had a
great
pretty
pick.
boy
They
Dan.
still get her.
They still get, yeah, anybody but Tryndamere walks around that wall, and that's definitely what you wanted to see as the
Beautiful.
Night Owl. Great stun lockdown from Eat May, and they managed to prevent the Dragon Soul.
I must say, I know we said Snack got his main, but Eat May is doing a great
Yeah,
job on Lux. That's for sure.
absolutely. These Qs have been hitting left and right. Snack the
Oh,
Dipper in a really
looks
bad
like they
position, but
catch.
oh, we're going in. Here comes the Master
s-
Yi, though. Snack the Dipper turning around, using
Oh,
the ultimate, manages to pick up one. Elemental Lux going ham. The Lulu ult keeps him alive, and that's the second kill going over the way of Master Yi, who is now really turning it on. Split push from achievements is going to take down this bot tier 2 tower. That's a big payout for him. That's what you want to see if you're the Night Owls. Achievements
yeah.
getting solo bolo gold like that. But
Colossal gonna
Tryndamere,
answer right away.
yeah, Tryndamere answers right away on the top side, and he's got the Baron buff, so this push has to be answered, or that's an inhibitor for sure.
Nice
Spins
damage coming out
in.
from achievements to
Hmm.
tell him, hey,
Okay, a 1v1 in the jungle here. No, Tryndamere doesn't care about you or what you want. He's going to do what he needs to do and then leave.
jeez.
Bye, says Tryndamere as he spins to win. All right, Pretty Boy Dan hiding around corners, trying to see if he can't get picks. I'm not sure he
Yeah,
wants to go in onto Doctor. Misses the ultimate flat and is forced to
flashes.
flash, but still managed to chunk Doctor to half health, just even after missing the stun. If that ulti had landed, he would one-shot the Mordekaiser there. That's insane. Oh, he's almost got his completed death cap, that's why. Annie is about to be enormous. Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's a
think it's
really...
gonna come down to the game of stuns, and whoever gets caught out first
Yeah,
is
for real.
definitely.
Vision, vision, vision. It's
Oh,
just... Yeah, vision's gonna decide us so much.
this will be definitely fun to watch, though.
Yeah, I think... I think Doc is dead here. Yeah. Oh, okay. Nope, decides not to dive. Tryndamere did have ult, but he wasn't gonna use it just for the Doctor, I suppose. There isn't really anything to fight over right now either.
Hmm.
Dragon's not going to be up for a while. Baron's not coming up for a while. So I guess we're just kind of posturing, looking for picks and stuff. Trying to get as much farm as possible. Item check here. 3 items now completed for the Master Yi.
Colossal
Starts
spins over the
gauge.
wall, as he's already level 16, and he says, "Let me just check this
I
real quick."
honestly think if he just decides to go, yeah,
Oh,
here we go. Spins in, Lulu uses all of her stuff. There's the ultimate, a big ulti from Snack the Dipper across 3. Colossal on the backside, just trying to 1v1 everybody. Takes out, yeah, okay, this is
oh
gonna
my!
be cleaning it up here. The Glazed not even Primates decide, all right, everybody
Wow.
here dies. That was good, yeah, because
Yeah.
I was sitting there like, the Tryndamere is so far ahead. He's got 4 items. If he just decides to go and Lulu is there to follow, everyone's dead if they're not under tower. And finally, just pulling the trigger, Kolossal Kortex is going to run this one into this mid tower here. These non-human primates are going to start cleaning this up. A really great performance out of Kolossal Kortex in the top lane. And Pretty Boy Dan on his signature Annie. Ooh, a Q lands. The ultimate coming across. Lux just doesn't have the damage though. Lulu doing all that she needs to do to keep her team alive. And the inhibitor will fall at 3220. These glazed human primates are in a great position here. And it's looking more and more difficult for the Night Owls to pick this one up. Achievements from around the corner manages to spot out Elemental Lux, but they're not going to do much about it. And it looks like we will reset and fight over neutral objectives. An 8.5, well, an 8,000 gold lead at least for
Right.
the glazed non-human primates.
That is significant.
Yeah, pushing 10k at 30 minutes. And now we hit that 35 minute mark where the real Master Yi damage starts to turn on.
I say
But
to the Night Owls, you have to make a pick, but how do you make a pick? You know,
you
like,
find anyone who isn't Tryndamere and isn't near Lulu. those
yeah,
are those are your conditions. You can't make a pick onto Tryndamere, and you can't make a pick onto anyone who's next to Lulu. So I'm not sure if it's possible at this stage, but
yeah. Would you say you would
easily,
rather? What would you rather do? What would be your game plan against that
I'd
Chindemer?
I'd flip. Right now, I would flip Dragon Soul for Baron.
Okay.
get the Baron so that they can't push in on you, and then just stall, stall, stall. Giving up Dragon Souls
Yeah.
feels so bad though.
I definitely think you need to push out
Yeah, it's
those
gone.
lanes for
Wow,
sure to
it's
give you
gone
some
so
time.
fast. Yep, and the Night Owls just end up getting zoned away. They can't go into Fog of War. They've been punished too many times by the Annie. They know that if they walk into a face like a bush, they don't have. If they face check into anything and Annie is there, they're just dead. So the poor Night Owls are just forced to watch as Dragon Soul goes over to the side of the Glazed human primates, and now they rotate up for this Baron. Tryndamere is
Oh,
starting to make some havoc here. Goes all in onto Misfortune bot. Q comes in, ulti goes down. It doesn't matter. Tryndamere is just running over everyone. The Annie is here to follow, forces out the ultimate eventually, but not after both achievements
oh,
and Misfortune bot are dead. Another stun comes through, a great stun. DrMcWeenBean also falls. Master Yi, meanwhile, straight up soloing Baron by
and
himself. I think
looking
this will be the game.
looking like the end of the game for
Yeah.
sure.
Eventually that Baron is going to go down, and then this super minion is going to be a Baroned up super minion. And I'm pretty sure that's going to be all she wrote. Yep, there's the Baron.
Yeah, that Tryndamere
Tryndamere,
is way too big to
no.
just contest.
12, 1, and 8. Flash forward out of Pretty Boy Dan manages to absolutely seal the deal, and this will do it for game 1. Glazed non-human
Wow,
primates, convincing win in game 1.
amazing games or game,
Absolutely,
amazing game.
absolutely amazing game. Great performance, particularly out of Kolossal and Socks. Some really clutch Annie stuns, especially in the mid game there around that mid lane from Dan. Yeah, very, very impressive performance here. But yeah, look at Annie's damage. My goodness, 29k. The Master Yi was monstrously large, soloing Baron by the end of that, but ultimately it's the Tryndamere and the Annie that just crushed this one.
Yeah, Annie, Pretty Boy Dan definitely making a statement with his Annie. I can see why nobody wanted him to play it now. So
Yeah,
definitely did some damage along with that Tryndamere, which is insane because Tryndamere was just humongous.
and it all goes back to that level 2 or 3 1v1 in the top lane when Tryndamere just flash autos to get the kill onto DrMcWeenBean
Hmm.
and get himself ahead. Like the one auto attack changed the course of that lane so significantly. Really well played from Kolossal. Well, I suppose we will be taking a break.
Yep,
5-ish minutes, a 5 something break. So go get a snack or go to the bathroom or whatever, and we'll see you back here momentarily for game 2.
perfect. See you.
Woo woo.
I'm nearing the end of my 4th year. I feel like I've been lacking, crying too many tears. Everyone seemed to say it was so great, but did I miss out? Was it a huge mistake? I can't help the fact I like to be alone. It might sound kinda sad, but that's just what I seem to know. I tend to handle things usually by myself, and I can't ever seem to try and ask for help. I'm sitting here crying in my prom dress. I'd be the prom queen if crying was a contest. Makeup is running down, feelings are all around. How did I get here? I need to know. I guess I maybe had a couple expectations. Thought I'd get to them, but no I didn't. I guess I thought the prom was gonna be fun, but now I'm sitting on the floor and all I wanna do is run. I keep collections of masks upon my wall to try and stop myself from revealing it all. Affecting others is the last thing I would do. I keep to myself though I want to break through. I hold so many small regrets and what ifs down inside my head. Some confidence, it couldn't hurt me. My demeanor is often misread. I'm sitting here crying in my prom dress. I'd be the prom queen if crying was a contest. Makeup is running down, feelings are all around. How did I get here? I need to know. I guess I maybe had a couple expectations. Thought I'd get to them, but no I didn't. I guess I thought the prom was gonna be fun, but now I'm sitting on the floor and all I wanna do is run. 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 I'm sitting here crying in my prom dress. I'd be the prom queen if crying was a contest. Makeup is running down, feelings are all around. How did I get here? I need to know. I guess I maybe had a couple expectations. Thought I'd get to them, but no I didn't. I guess I thought the prom was gonna be fun, but now I'm sitting on the floor and all I wanna do is run. All I wanna do is run.
Ayo, Parrish, this shit high, boy.
People change like the tides in the ocean. At least I think, or am I dead wrong? Foot on the brake, at the light I'll notice. I'll sit and wait until the next song. 20 hours in an old van, up the east coast through the cold wind. Drove 20 hours by the ocean, up the east coast, what a road trip. Now that interstate is paved with memories of a past life I lived when I was 18. And every winter I think back to what we used to be. In that past life we lived at 18.
I reminisce about a past life. Things change, I get it, cause nothing lasts right. Yeah, and I was thinking about it last night. Scrolling through our memories, debating about it last times. Ay, for a minute we was cool, then we flew just a little too close to the sun. Now we finished, now we through. Guess we knew one day we would have to grow up. 20 hours in an old Ford, across the Midwest, thinking what for. Drove 20 hours, but it's hopeless. Across the Midwest, what a road trip.
Now that interstate is paved with memories of a past life I lived when I was 18. And every winter I think back to what we used to be. In that past life we lived at 18.
And we're back.
Let's
Welcome back.
get it.
Welcome
Welcome,
back.
welcome, welcome, welcome.
We want to play. All right. So game one was a absolute showcasing of this Tryndamere from Kolossal Kortex. I am expecting that to get banned away. But what do you think, Lucy? Any alterations? What alterations would you make between these two games if you were the Night Owls?
Night Owls definitely have to respect that. I think that Master Yi pick. But as
Mm.
well, I think they also have to ban out that Tryndamere because that was some showcase by that top lane. Colossal Cortex. He was definitely a presence up there. So I think they definitely need to answer towards that. But overall, I still think they played a really good game. Despite Colossal getting ahead just a little bit.
They absolutely did. The Olaf was working wonders in the early game, picking up double kills and just kind of being everywhere. And like we said, like that Tryndamere getting literally one auto attack in to get the
Mm-hmm.
first blood was a
Kind of.
cascade of events that just rolled in the Primates' favor there. So
Mm-hmm.
like once the Tryndamere got going, it was super busted. But in the early game, these Night Owls were absolutely in it.
Yeah, I'm
So
very curious to see what the Night Owls game plan is going to be for this game. What do you think?
I mean, yeah, I agree with you. You gotta take the Tryndamere away for sure. But they does that mean that we totally give up on like banning away the Nico or banning away the Vagar? Double banning Snack the Dipper, I think is kind of a waste. I expect either Nico or Vagar to be Tryndamere, and then the other one to end up being Annie. Because
Mm,
the other thing that really went well for Glazed non-human primates, especially in the mid game, was those giant anti-stun combos from Fog of War. Dan is so good at just hiding around a random corner you don't expect or in a bush you're not thinking about, and forced flashes, summoners, and picked up kills from Thresh, from Lux, from Mordekaiser even. Like I think the Annie also needs to be thrown onto that ban list
I think
if I
so
was
too.
going to be pick banning right here.
Oh, looks like we got the rooms ready. So it looks like draft will begin shortly. But
Hmm.
yeah, I think that Master Yi pick was definitely something very interesting as far as team comps go.
For sure. Yeah, that and I'd love to see uh, achievements uh, given a real shot to hyper carry here. The Aphelios was working out pretty good, but the lack of mobility just meant he kept getting killed off in side lanes while he was by himself.
Hmm.
So maybe a little less roaming from the support, or you just put him on something that can get out of situations a little better, like an MF or something like that. Try to abuse the move speed from Strut to keep him safe.
I would love to see out of the Night Owls Darius Sejuani combination.
Oh yeah, okay.
That would be very very
Mm-hmm.
interesting to see, especially if they do let that tournament go through, which I doubt, but who knows?
Mm,
I think that would be really good for Doc to just go ahead and just pop off on Darius just to keep that damage level pretty much even.
for
Um,
sure, for sure.
and maybe he can, take this game away. So maybe we'll see a 1-for-1, which would be very exciting to see, honestly.
Yeah, for close game like this. Like I said, the Glazed Human Primates need 2-0 here.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
pretty
that's right.
sure in order to get to the playoffs. I keep saying that. I gotta actually go and look at these standings because the last standings I saw. Here's our analytics sheet. Our sweet analytics sheet, which I need to look at more. Teams. Here we go. Okay, so the non-human primates were 3-9, and the night owls were 4-8. So if the non-human primates go to 5-9 and keep the night owls at 4-10, then the primates have knocked the night owls out of playoff contention, and inserted themselves into the top 4,
That would be exciting.
which would be exciting. But they need this win for that to happen. Otherwise,
Hmm.
we have the Night Owls sitting at 5 and 9, and they advance.
Yeah, if you're glazed non-human, what do you think? What are you telling your team? Are we keeping the same team or same strat?
I mean, so
Hypercarry top?
so the 3 problems from game 1 were Master Yi, Annie, and Tryndamere, right?
Yeah,
And I don't expect uh,
Tryndamere to go through at least.
well, I
That's
don't
what you.
expect all 3 of them to get banned out in the second game, you know. I bet you one of those 3 is still going to be available after pick bans.
Hmm.
Oh. I'm done. 10:30. Oh, 10:03. There it is. Spectator link. Okay, great. I'm
And I
in
think we're
and
just about
ready.
ready to hop in too, as
Yeah,
well.
the spectator link is up. And pick ban has started. Okay. Yeah, so like I said, from game 1, I am expecting adjustments to be made, but like I bet you we still see the Urgot has to come
Yep.
through. That we expect.
Yes.
But like I think you got to keep the Soraka ban, or maybe make the Soraka the Lulu. I'm not totally sure,
Yeah,
but
I think
which
Becky's
means that
really good on Lulu.
yeah, which means that one of Master Yi, Tryndamere, or Annie will be available, and so you just snag whatever is left and keep that ball rolling.
Oh,
Okay,
there it is. Yeah, you're not.
Annie,
Yeah,
Annie immediately. So it's
makes
not going to
sense.
be Annie.
I was just about to ask you, do you ban that Eddie? Like, I
Oh
would
yeah,
assume so,
oh
right?
yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Darius
the Darius
gone.
ban.
So
Okay,
your
don't want
Darius
Doc to.
Sedge opportunity is not on the table.
Uh,
It was a brilliant idea, by the way.
yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
See if the Night Owls ban out.
Ari.
Ari.
Oh, they're sitting on Dan's champion pool. Okay, so they've decided that the Tryndamere they can handle, I guess, if they're
Okay.
not going to ban it third. There's a Trundle again, so same bans as game 1 out of GNP, sticking to what works. Trundle, Urgot, Darius.
Mm-hmm.
But the Night Owls are really focusing Pretty Boy Dan's champion pool middle here. I'm surprised at the Ari ban and
Yeah.
Vagar. Okay,
Mm.
so both Master Yi and Tryndamere have made this through.
Do you pick that up if you're glazed on human primates just to have it?
I mean, I don't know why not. The Tryndamere did so much work. Unless
Mm-hmm.
there's an answer that I'm not thinking of that the doctor is sitting on. Yeah, they're gonna take the set away because that is Kolossal's main. So
Okay.
even with Tryndamere being available, uh, set might have still been a pick that he'd want anyway. Yeah, but I'd definitely come back to that Master Yi. Like the Baron, the two player Baron, to get Baron 1 was just like such a great call
Mm-hmm.
that really is only possible with a hyper carry like Master Yi. You get your Lulu again for socks. Like I feel like both of those should definitely be picked up. A
It's coming out.
Jax, interesting. Okay, so we're just gonna straight counter the set. Although I'm not totally sure that's set top. It could be set jungle. I don't know if Dusty has a set.
I don't believe so, but I could be surprised. Do you think it's jungle?
No. Leona.
Okay.
Okay.
Night Owl's looking like they want to do a
Yeah, we're going all
wombo
in.
wombo comp.
So Glazed not. Oh, I'm a moron. Glazed non-human primates are on blue side this game. That is Kolossal's set. He did take his comfort.
Okay, so
So yeah, and there's the Lulu. Okay, great. Called that one. But I bet you Master Yi still goes through.
Interesting. I think that Lulu's big for GMP.
Oh yeah.
Um, especially with that set, it's just gonna be that much more help.
Mm-hmm.
I'm honestly surprised she went through, but I mean, you do kind of have to ban out Air God. You know,
It's true. Yeah,
he's too good with Air
yeah,
God.
I'm not totally sure I agree with the Night Owls bans,
Hmm.
but it didn't end up mattering because neither Master Yi or Tryndamere are pulled out so far. The opportunity for Master Yi is still there, but Tryndamere not in this game since Colossal Cortex will be on his signature set. A Tristana for the Night Owls, some hyperscaling and some really good tower sieging there. So that bot lane is gonna slap. Lulu Jin, the counter for Glazed Non-Human Primates, uh, opting for ADCs with like more focus on abilities than on auto attacks here is a
Hmm.
great strategy whenever uh, you're running an ADC that's a little less familiar to the role, right? You can
Yeah.
look at certain ADCs more like mages, and Snack the Dipper is absolutely an accomplished mage player, but this is his first season in the bot lane. So I like that they're giving him champs that he can uh, get comfortable on quickly here. The
Yeah,
Master Yi, there it
I'm sorry.
is. No, go ahead, go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, that Tristan is definitely gonna be a force. It's just as far as her egos, with those towers. So it's definitely gonna open up the field for them that much quicker, so that they can go ahead and just probably just get that vision off. You know.
Yeah, for sure. So there's the Master Yi band away and the Nico. And it looks like Glazed Non-Human Primates will answer with the Olaf, getting both of RIPDusty's mains off of the board here.
What do you want to see from Dusty? Um,
Well, we've already got a Leona and a Tristana and a Jax, so it looks like we're gonna be running Engage. So some sort of Engage would probably be right. Uh, Probably not full tank. The Night Owls are
do you
really,
take that
really great.
Sejuani?
Maybe. I'd maybe a J4 would be better, but because like if you take a full tank into set, his ultimate just gets stronger, right? Oh, okay. Is that Eat May? I think that's Eat May. Yep, brand for Eat May there. Just gonna be ripping out that damage.
That's gonna be huge. Those pokes are gonna be huge. Even
Yeah.
into late game too. That Jax is just probably just gonna clean up along with the Tristana. So what are you looking to see from GMP as far as do you go tank? Do you go a mage to match?
Yeah, Dan is a mage player, so I'm expecting some sort of a mage to match, but I'm not sure how deep the pool is. Okay, an Oriana picked up here for Pretty Boy Dan. Uh, we need a good ball delivery system for this one to really be as effective as possible, but not a bad pickup, especially into Brand. Hmm. And yeah, this last pick, I would hope we get some sort of engage jungler out of Elemental Lux.
Would like to see a Zach.
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
That's a
That's
healthy
gonna be a
looking
good time.
team.
Yep, that's gonna be a good time. Okay, so yeah, really, really good ball delivery system there for the side of GNP. A nice Wombo setup and really long range engage setup. If Jin decides to curtain call at the same time as Zach flying in from over the wall or something like that, they can get you from a couple of screens away. But this Night Owl's Wombo combo is looking zesty as hell. A Nunu to finish it off. Jungle counter pick ends up being Nunu. I have no idea what the Nunu Zach matchup is like.
I would think it's pretty decent, just being that Nunu has that mobility
Mm-hmm.
along with Zach. So I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I definitely think he can catch up if he needs to. And I think it'll be pretty even. I think we're gonna have to see if it's gonna come down to a picks game or let's wait till later. And
Yeah. The thing I love about Nunu is how much neutral control you have, because of like the consume and smite combo is what, like 1800 true damage or whatever at at max rank or something crazy. I don't actually know the number. Maybe I'm talking out my butt, but like absolutely massive neutral control from Nunu, which means if the Night Owls are on the objective first, then boy oh boy are they gonna rip through it. All right, so damage wise on the side of Glazed non-human primates, we're really looking at this Oriana Jhin to carry. Last game they had a lot of damage available to them, a lot of carry threats. The Tryndamere split push was a win condition. The Master Yi was a win condition. An Annie combo was a win condition, where here the win condition has to be a Wombo combo.
Mhm.
We have to get a Wombo combo team fight. And into a Leona brand Tristana, who also want to Wombo combo you. That's gonna be difficult. Zach being able to get onto brand is gonna be like the question of this game for me. If Zach can get onto brand with an Oriana ball and they just blow him up, I'm pretty heavily favoring GNP. Unless
Yeah,
Jax gets ahead.
I think that's
But
gonna be the biggest thing in the early game is who's gonna get that lead up in top, just to give that team that much more damage and sustain.
And this is it. This is for all the marbles. If the Glazed non-human primates win this game, they are going to playoffs, and they have eliminated the Night Owls from contention. If the Night Owls hold on and pull out a win here, they have done the same to the Primates and have ended their season. So
Yeah, this is huge. This
the
is
stakes are high.
exciting.
Yeah, the stakes are high.
It's on. That's
It
what you love to see.
is on like Donkey Kong.
You love to see it.
Yeah, those of you in the chat, pick your sides, cheer for who you think is going to win. Let us know who you think won draft. We got some really great comfort on the side of GNP. The Leona Tristana brand combo is just so scary.
Yeah, chat. Go ahead. Let me know. Who do you think? Since I got asked, I'll ask you guys. Who do you think's gonna get first kill?
I'm gonna say, because it was top lane last time. I'm not totally sure Jax is gonna want to fight early. So I don't know if it'll be top lane this game. Tyler Durden for the win. Oh, hey, Ari, our title still says Coconut Crabs versus NA Rams. Just a heads up. Yeah. So I'm not totally sure that top lane will be the result of first blood in this game. I bet you it's gonna be between jungle and mid. I think Snack the Dipper's Oriana. Oh, it's Snack the Dipper middle, which means
Oh.
Pretty Boy Dan is on the Jhin. Yeah.
What do you think about that switch?
A role swap here. Okay, so that means that the bans that the Night Owls threw out were effective, right? They triple banned Pretty Boy Dan's champion pool, and that was enough to totally push him out of the mid lane.
Interesting.
Yeah, Snack the Dipper's Ori is the real deal, though. So I'm glad to see it again. That was his absolute fixture pick all of last season, which is no joke. The first champion he ever learned was Oriana. So some
Yeah,
great comfort for him.
it's gonna be exciting game for sure, especially if GMP 2-0s. That will be the second 2-0 of the night. Coconut Crabs go ahead and 2-0 NA Rams, and two very exciting games. So congratulations to Eminek on that.
Oh, thank you, man. That's kind of you. It was
It was
a
very fun.
friggin'
Very
close.
fun.
Yeah, friggin' close series, dude. That was a great setup in game one for the Akshan there. But we are here finishing out the season for these two teams. And if we do get a 2-0, it will change the bracket,
Hmm.
which would be a big deal. Thank you, Ari, for fixing the title. Appreciate you. And thank you,
Also,
Lucy, for coming to cast with me, by the way. Everybody, congratulate Lucy on his very first cast. Let's go.
thank you guys. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Oh, thanks, Socks, for the title. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Ari. And thank you, Socks. All right. Our 3-minute delay is officially beginning.
Very
So
exciting.
now we
Very
get
exciting.
to really get wild with our predictions here. Yeah, okay. So first blood I say is Brand. I think Brand is going to go down in a 2v2 between Zach, Oriana, Nunu and Brand.
Hmm.
I think the Zach damage will be stronger than the Nunu damage, and
I would
that's my guess.
I would love for DrMcWeenBean to get this first kill, especially with that new level 3. I think that would be very
Hmm.
good for the Night Owls. Or I'm sorry,
Yeah.
yeah, the Night Owls.
Yeah, no, you're right. The Night Owls.
So hopefully that can happen. If not, I think it's gonna be very hard for the Night Owls to kind of get to that Oriana, especially with that Zac. I mean, she could just all bunch them together, and there goes Zac, you know. So
Yep. Oh, also, Tristana Leona level 3 or level 2, if they manage to get a good all in,
hmm
Jin or Lulu could very easily go down.
yeah, I think at that matchup you kind of have to. Who I don't know. Who would you pick, Jin or Lulu? I think I would have to pick Lulu. No, or
Yeah. Yeah, I'd want to go Lulu.
just to
Uh,
get Tristana started, just to get her big doing damage, and
mhm.
yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be exciting to see, to be honest, who gets first
Mhm.
blood. So I'm curious.
The trick is gonna be, can Jin and Lulu poke down Tristana and Leona level 1 enough that or specifically poke down Leona enough level 1 that it
Exactly.
prevents the all in, right?
The
Because
Leona Tristana definitely has to respect the Zac too, 100%.
for sure, for sure. I just if they get a clean level 2 all in, especially from Leona, Jin and Lulu are gonna be in trouble.
Hmm.
But otherwise, I think Brand fighting over, if like Brand, Oriana, Zac, and Nunu just start fighting over Scuttle Crabs, my money is that Brand dies. But we'll see.
I'm excited. I just want to get into gaming, get into it. I
Yeah,
want to
man.
know what's going on. Jeez. But
We will be starting playoffs next week for everybody interested in following the Wombo eSports League. We have 6 teams in the league, and the top 4 will be advancing. After this week of gameplay, we'll settle out exactly what they are, but the first and second place teams have already kind of been locked in. NA Rams secure first place, followed up by the Coconut Crabs, and now we're just kind of, jostling for those last 2 positions. I should have left the. Oh, here I did leave the standings up. So the Knights have 6 wins. The Knights are 6-6, so they are untouched at third. It's just this last place slot, which right now is a tie between the Night Owls and the Yo Plays. If the Night Owls lose this game, though, then the Glazed non-human Primates will take that last spot, unless the Yo Plays win both of their games on Wednesday. Let it be known the Glazed non-human Primates are the purple team. This is the way. All right, well, we're in. It is game time here. The last game of the night, last game of the season potentially for both of these teams. We are down to the wire here. On the red side, we have, excuse me, the Night Owls, DrMcWeenBean subbing in the top lane on Jax, RIPDusty in the jungle on the Nunu, Eat May on Brand in middle, Achievements 21 on Tristana in the bot lane, and Misfortune Bot closing out their team comp on Leona. As support on the opposite side, we find Kolossal Kortex is set in the top lane, Elemental Lux on this Zac jungle, Snack the Dipper on his signature Oriana middle, Pretty Boy Dan with the Jin bot lane, and Socks so hardcore on her signature Lulu. Once again, both teams lining it up. 5-point start here, covering all their bases. No level 1 shenanigans as the Rocket League memes fill the chat.
Minions have spawned.
Oof, 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 oof. All right. Gonna be a topside start for RIPDusty, it looks like. He is very fond of starting topside jungle and rotating down to bot, especially if his bot lane doesn't have push, just to snag that sweet, sweet bot side gank. Not many teams in the league play through bot side, but the #1 team, the NA Rams, most certainly do. And this is a big part about how they do that. RIPDusty always pathing down to his bot side laners to give them as many advantages as possible, as a pick bush has been set up here by Achievements and Misfortune Bot and Tribush. But Pretty Boy Dan and Socks just take the safe long way around and will not miss out on any farm here.
Little poke going on in mid lane.
Mm-hmm.
As Snack gets a little bit of eat, and Eat says, here's a little bit more back.
Landing a pretty solid Q there from the brand. Chunk Snack the Dipper down to about half health. Everybody starts popping pots. See if we can't sustain our way through this damage. More fighting in the
looking
top side. Doc gets the stun. Kolossal
Waiting.
Kortex hasn't done his pull yet. Oh,
There it is.
just misses on the haymaker. Great sidestep from DrMcWeenBean, but both top laners now about half health as well. Junglers getting to their second buffs. And mid lane is almost dead even, stalled out in the middle here. The push is on though for Achievements and Misfortune Bot. This is kind of like just the result of picking Tristana. Your lane always pushes. Ooh, a great stun out of Eatmay onto Snack the Dipper. And she's absolutely starting to win out in some of these exchanges. The early Orianna damage is not significant, but Brand just has a ton of burn, a ton of poke, and all of Ori's resources as far as sustain items have just been used up. This might force an early back,
Elemental
actually.
running towards mid, but he will get spotted out by that ward.
Okay, gets topside Scuttle Crab as RIPDusty invades, and it's going to come around. Here's this gank I was talking about. Loves to force things on the bot side of the map, especially early.
Here it is.
They don't know it's coming. Oh, he splits the uprights. Flash force
No
by
way.
Dan, but there's the polymorph. A root down. RIPDusty gets stunned up. Oh, has to flash away, but onto a trap. The Jin trap. Wow, excellently played by the bot lane of the Glazed non-human Primates. Pretty Boy Dan still pushing his advantage. Flash for flash here. Pretty Boy Dan dropping his for RIPDusty's, but ultimately a trade in the favor of Glazed non-human Primates in a 2v3 situation. Very
Beautiful
excellently
stun by
played.
Pretty Boy Dan to get away from RIPDusty and essentially getting him really low that he had to flash out.
Yeah, this bot lane for Glazed
Oh,
non-human
looks like
Primates.
RIPDusty wants to make a second go at it.
A stun comes through. Okay, here comes the snowball.
Misfortune misses her
Yeah.
stun.
No flash on the Jin. Absolutely going to mean that is kill. First blood on Achievements here. He's gonna try to hop in and do something. Nope. Okay. Sox is just gonna poke him back off. Great return gank from RIPDusty, knowing the summoners are down. Zach ganking in the middle here. Gets the knockup. Orianna is here, but has no mana and no health.
Eatmay burns flash.
The flash burn is really the best case scenario you could ask for out of that gank, just because the damage was not going to be enough from Orianna to get this kill. Mid laner's absolutely even on farm, a slight advantage now from Eatmay as they get their first reset in. But almost
Kolossal.
everywhere else, Kolossal.
DrMcWeenBean with the stun. Beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful trade. But
Great
Kolossal says,
haymaker. These haymakers.
yeah.
Starting to chuck out DrMcWeenBean, who is also out of resources, having consumed all of his corrupting potions. Dragon
would
is
like-
up and available.
Oh, flash burned by Kolossal. For
He's
the
trying to
stun.
all in, just on the edge of the turret range. The haymaker not
And
quite
here
long enough to pick
comes-
up the kill. Here comes RIPDusty though.
No flash by Kolossal, so he might be caught out right here.
The shield from his haymaker might be enough though. Yeah, ganking a set at low health is just always a bait, in my opinion. The health regen, the giant shield from the Haymaker, like, it's like ganking a Mordekaiser, you know?
Yeah.
It's not quite the same.
EP being burned by Doc just to go ahead and just keep up with
Back
that
to that
CS.
lane. Phage
Looks
picks
like
up
they're
and
setting up Dragon.
yep, Elemental
or-
Lux has started it up, and here is Stocks to rotate and help out. Pretty Boy Dan has the push, so he will also be here, and it looks like this will be first Drake absolutely secured here. Getting a little low on health there, Elemental Lux saving his smite. Does he have smite? Yep, okay. Got it. Secured. Okay, Brand is rotating down, trying to make something happen here. Leona has a pincer, but doesn't really want to take the all-in. They'll just everybody backs off and resets back to lanes here. Oh, Pretty Boy
We're getting
Dan, great
some-
route onto achievements. Oh, for Eatmay forcing the ultimate out of Orianna. Just barely lives there. Snack the Dipper uses most of his kit there to keep himself alive. Does not have to burn flash though, which is great.
We see RIPDusty go ahead and just counter jungling. Yeah, they just have deep
Clearing-
vision right now, so he knows he's
Clearing
safe.
Lux's top side. Yeah, absolutely safe to clear out as much as he wants up here. DrMcWeenBean going in once again, gets a full stun, but the Haymaker answers. Kolossal Kortex and DrMcWeenBean dead even in this matchup. Oh,
Doc looking for like a little
Dusty-
debate.
Yeah, I'm not totally sure Kolossal would want a fight right now. So with the wave state pushing in, RIPDusty's gonna back off and go see if he can't find something to do somewhere else, like clear his own jungle.
I think right now bot lane we're just waiting for possibly someone to get caught up by this Leona. But so far no luck.
More of Elemental Lux's topside jungle getting taken away here. DrMcWeenBean coming down to steal this blue buff. And okay, here RIPDusty has an angle here on the Orianna. Okay, just
flash
manages to
burns.
sidestep it with the flash. And a great little drive-by gank from RIPDusty to get some summoner spells. On the opposite end of the spectrum here, we have Elemental Lux setting up a lane gank into Achievements and Misfortune Bot. The lane is now pushing forward. I don't know if it's far enough forward for him to actually get into this bot side bush here yet. But level 6 for Pretty Boy Dan. Level 6 for Achievements. Gotta get these waves pushed up or they're gonna know that Zac is here. Yeah, I think Zac showed a little bit too early. That one melee minion was still alive as he walked up into the lane. A great
Also
stun out of
pulls
Kolossal
in.
Kortex on the top side, followed immediately by the ult, but Leap Strike is gonna get Jax out of there safely. And I think the Doc is just gonna have to back here. Yep. A nice little exchange for Kolossal Kortex again in the top side. Oh, Doc doesn't want to give up this wave. He's going to stay. This is diveable for Kolossal Kortex if he wants it. If the Doc uses his counter-strike. Okay. Doc decides to take the fight. And there's the Haymaker. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely huge damage. And a gank bot side. The lane gank does work out. Patience from Elemental Lux pays dividends. And was that Jhin that just got that kill? Absolutely was. More gold onto the carries for the Glazed non-human Primates here.
Huge gank
Kolossal
by
Kortex.
Elemental Lux.
Yeah, Kolossal Kortex is absolutely crushing this top side now. 3 plates and a solo kill onto the Doctor, putting him in the lead in a big way. Alright, RIPDusty clearing out his top side. They're probably going to start prioritizing this Rift Herald.
And they have deep vision right now, so they definitely have room to make some.
Yeah, despite
some
how
calls.
well Kolossal Kortex has been doing by himself in the top lane, there's a ton of vision control and map control Oh, Zac coming in onto Eat May, forces the flash ultimate down onto Snack the Dipper, who also responds with his own ultimate, but will get killed in the process. Eat May stunned up by the Zac. Does Zac have the damage? Auto attack will do it, yes. The gank ultimately successful, despite trading 1 for 1.
Beautiful ultimate by May to secure that 1-for-1.
The fadeaway ulti onto the minions.
You
Pretty
say
clutch.
Kobe.
Kobe! RIPDusty secures first Rift Herald here, and it looks like he's going to be sprinting to the mid lane to drop this sucker, because Tristana has rotated up, and they will take this tower very quickly if no one is able to respond to them. Here comes Zac just to clear out the wave, but ultimate used from RIPDusty there. I think it just got cancelled in the course of Zac's bounce.
TP coming in from Kolossal.
Oh, Pretty Boy Dan is
Which-
alone in River. This could be an all-in opportunity for Misfortune Bot. Nope, steps on the trap, gets rooted down. It looks like he's going to be able to clean.
Now Tristana's caught out.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Kolossal Kortex manages to get the pull here. No stun though. Ultimate channeled by Jin over the wall. A couple of hits, but no. The fourth shot will not land. And chunked, but still alive. The Night Owls bot lane scurries back to their tower as all 5 members of the Glazed non-human primates collapse on this dragon. So what's the trade then? The trade for Dragon and Kolossal Kortex being there is tower plating for DrMcWeenBean and solo farm for the good doctor on the top side.
What do you think about that TP coming in from Kolossal to secure that drag?
Clutch as hell. I'm not necessarily sure it was needed, just based off of the positioning of everyone there. RIPDusty was not in the vicinity. Eat May was not in the vicinity. So you were kind of going to be looking at a 2v4 or 2v3. Even if you didn't TP down there, but TPing down there just secured it, made it absolute. Oh, okay. Sox has face checked into a full combo here. Forces her own ultimate out, but Achievements gets exhausted. The great flash out of Pretty Boy Dan to avoid the Leona ult, but here comes RIPDusty. Manages to get the knock up. Shield and speed up from the Lulu will get Dan under tower. And it doesn't look like the Night Owls are going to be able to dive. Ooh, a good look from Misfortune Bot to try to turn it, but not enough. On the top side, we have a stun pull in. Zac manages to get the dive in. Achievements will get knocked up. Oh, he's pulled back in.
Wow.
Pretty Boy Dan had to reload at the wrong time. And it means Achievements is going to get off a couple of auto attacks. Flash forward out of RIPDusty to see if his ultimate was enough to kill Sox, but just not enough that time. What a huge combo out of Kolossal in the top lane, but he ulted himself under tower, so he gets killed by DrMcWeenBean. Did you see the size of that shield from the Haymaker? Jeez. If he had ulted over the wall instead of into the wall, which I think was what he was trying to do there, he would have lived, but that tower shot gets him killed. Ooh, a good ult out of Snack the Dipper under tower. RIPDusty is gonna go down. Wow, that was really close. All right, across the map, a bunch of kills coming through all at once.
Beautiful ult by Snack the Dipper under that tower. Dusty a little bit ambitious, I think, with that, but nonetheless, it was a good way to force out her flash for sure.
Okay, first tower goes down. DrMcWeenBean manages to collect after getting the solo kill topside. A great gank from Elemental Lux here over the wall. Wow, look at that Zac damage. Almost getting the solo kill onto Achievements there. Unexpected, but okay, Kolossal Kortex chasing DrMcWeenBean out of the jungle here. Blue will reset. Alright. Item check here. We got Gore Drinker completed for the set. Leandri's Anguish completed for the brand. Kraken Slayer done on Tristana. Locket of the Iron Solari finished for Leona. Our first round of Mythics is ready to go here. So item advantage definitely on the side of the Night Owls, who are still sitting on like about a 2k gold lead. So if I was the Glazed non-human primates, I would not want to fight until we get at least one good team-wide reset and buy some items. Definitely behind the curve a little bit here, but answering top tower for top tower, it looks like Kolossal Kortex will take this one down.
Elemental looking to make something happen top lane as well. Just staying here,
Right,
which is
yep.
pretty good because
Dusty,
Rip.
Dusty is here for the gank, but so is... Yep. Do we have the bounce? There it is. Bounce comes through, which cancels RIPDusty's ultimate. DrMcWeenBean getting focused down here. Kolossal Kortex manages to get a double stun, and the haymaker, he flashed the wrong way, but he still manages to get the kill onto RIPDusty, traded immediately by DrMcWeenBean, but the passive from Zach is going to keep him alive for now. No haymaker here. Oh, it just came back on
Oh my
cooldown.
beautiful dodge.
Wow! It came back on cooldown when he had like 10 health. Oh my goodness.
Beautiful dodge by DrMcWeenBean though.
Yeah, I think he almost jebaited himself there. Kolossal Kortex flashed the wrong direction on his first haymaker, which really gave RIPDusty and DrMcWeenBean an opportunity to win that fight. But the cooldown was just fast enough for the second haymaker to come out, and that was all she wrote.
I must say, Elemental Lux has been a lot of places in a short amount of time.
Oh yeah, especially the two lane ganks. One lane gank from bottom and one lane gank from top, really catching the Night Owls off guard there with some creative pathing. And it looks like... No, okay, they aren't going to land this route here. Just fighting over vision on the bot side in the tri-bush as our next dragon, third of the game, will be spawning momentarily. And with that fight in the top side, the Glazed non-human Primates have evened up this gold. We now have Ludens finished on the Orianna. The Glazed non-human Primates bot lane hasn't backed it in a while. Oh, Zach going in, ultimate channeled from the Jhin from downtown. It looks like nothing's going to come of it though as we get an all-in the top side. Kolossal Kortex gets his ultimate, but it's not going to matter. Jax had the items, had the damage, and is starting to outscale. This Jax is starting to turn on.
Yep. And that's what you want to see coming out of the Night Owls, especially with that Kolossal Kortex being so big as set. But looks like they're gonna secure the drag.
Instead of fighting over the dragon, they are going to all in Pretty Boy Dan. Burns his flash, manages to get under tower, but the dive is there, the damage is down, and that will be all she wrote. In the meantime though, Elemental Lux finally managing to burn down the dragon. I think everyone's dead here though. Yeah, Sack the Dipper gonna get cleaned up. Oh, okay, Elemental Lux putting in some work, manages to train one back. But the resets are coming through and the health bars are low. Achievements gets one jump, gets another jump, is gonna flash forward to see if he can't secure one more onto Sox, who gets the polymorph off. Under tower, ultimate comes through, and the last palm tick will do it. That is a double? A triple kill for Achievements 21, who has suddenly turned on 5-2-0 with a bounty of 450 gold.
Fairly big, fairly big.
The scaling is starting to come through. Jax is turning on, getting his items. He's got Blade of the Ruined King finished up and ready to go.
Yeah, I think
Tristana is starting to turn on 2-item Tristana now with the Phantom Dancer finished. Go ahead, man.
I think if your Glazed non-human Primates, you try to keep it going, right? I don't think anything's not working. Both sides still very much in it.
Yeah, this is a really close game. I think the difference here is going to be dragon stacking and split pushing. If the Glazed non-human Primates do not respect DrMcWeenBean's Jax and the split push, especially since they're giving up the Rift Heralds, he might really be able to force the impossible problem on them later, where they have to choose between an objective and their base because he's just splitting them to death. But Eatmay rotating down here to the bot side, swapping with Tristana. See if we can't get some tower pressure, take out this middle tower here. Orianna playing super safe. Yeah.
Just getting that deep vision. Kolossal looking to rotate mid.
Okay, Elemental Lux going in, but misses the skill shots here. Achievements. Oh, Achievements dodges the ultimate. Manages to get another jump to get to safety. Has to burn the heal, but he's... Oh, Snack the Dipper. Flash is in place, but it doesn't matter. Wow. Elemental Lux goes back in, gets the knock up, and Snack will collect on that huge shutdown bounty. What a like back and forth series of events there, but ultimately a W for the Glazed non-human primates, tying up the kill count and almost the entire gold lead. A stun lands onto Pretty Boy Dan from eBay's Brand. Big damage coming out of Brand is going to force Sox's ulti, but the stun lands again, and that's a straight up solo kill out of Eatmay. 1v2 here. Ultimate from Jin is just going to see if we can't force people off the tower, but no, I think Pretty Boy Dan's in a lot of trouble here. Gets the root
Runs him.
down. Okay. Manages to keep himself alive. Kolossal Kortex is TP'd down to try to protect this tower, but the tower is dead. And now you're on the wrong side of the map against 3. This is just going to be a dead Kolossal Kortex here, as Tristana will also take mid tower. A really great push here from the Night Owls to keep themselves in this game, fighting for their lives, Lucy.
Yeah, it's what you want to see. Like I said, either team is very much in it. I think the GMP just needs to keep doing what they're doing. Elemental Lux is finding really good picks on the Night Owls. But I think if you're the Night Owls as well, that Jax up there, he's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So I think you just kind of play this slow and kind of hope for some picks.
He's up 30 farm, 2 items finished. Also the Tristana now finishing components for their 3rd item. Achievements having a great game. Oh, Jax is out of position. All in here. There's the ultimate out of Snack the Dipper. Counter-Strike manages to draw this out a little longer, but Jin will Gale Force for the kill. And that is a 450 gold shutdown onto Pretty Boy Dan's Jin. A great pick right before this dragon. RIPDusty setting up a pick bush. Sox does not know. Face checks, but gets followed up. Elemental Lux manages to get a great knock-up and double pull here. But this is a pretty sustain-heavy team. Woo! Man, that was close. Okay, Elemental Lux going in. He's got his passive and he don't care. Great ultimate out of Kolossal Kortex onto 3 members. The Flash Haymaker just out of range. Achievements manages to get the counter kill here onto Kolossal Kortex and hop out of there, but the Glazed non-human primates have control of the river with Soul Point on the line, and they're going to start up this dragon. Oh, but DrMcWeenBean has respawned. I think this is going to be a very dangerous situation to be in now. The good doctor going in onto Elemental Lux, whose passive is down. That will be 1 kill. Achievements on the backside, cleaning up the rest of it, and that is a clean ace. Double kill for the Tristana over the wall, and the dragon will be taken. The Night Owls, now in complete control of the map, are rushing to the Baron.
And honestly, initially with that cheese bush, I think they had the right idea going for HXC, and they eventually do get her, which, you know, kills
Game
everybody
changer.
else as well. Yeah,
Yep,
so
absolute game changer.
very good game plan.
I think it was a little greedy to go for the dragon, especially Cloud Drake, since they do so much damage. Are always the most flippable dragon, right?
Yeah.
And as soon as DrMcWeenBean came back up, you just kind of had to respect that you couldn't take that one. Especially with Zac passive down.
Yeah, what are you looking to do if you're GMP in this case?
Well, you just play for that Jin, play for the Orianna. Kolossal Kortex had a really great lane, but now the good doctor is going to start out scaling, so you got to answer him with at least 2. They're doing the right thing, sending Lulu and Jin to go and respond. I'd want to give Orianna a true solo lane here. Get Snack the Dipper the damage items he needs. Or actually, Snack the Dipper opted for a Saracen Brace 2nd instead of Zhonya's. So Orianna has decent damage for sure, but it's going to be very killable until at least that first initial stopwatch comes through. In the meantime, Achievements is just power farming through the jungle of the Glazed non-human primates, as is the good doctor. 193 CS to 160 and 170 CS to 195. Wow, look at that. Dan, Pretty Boy Dan out farming the bot lane here, doing a great job. Posturing around Baron. Looks like it's just going to be a vision contest.
Achievements caught
Getting
out.
engaged on and shut down. This is such a huge fight. The Zac finds such a great engage. Ori ultimate is not going to get channeled here. Snack the Dipper has no Zhonya, so he will get flashed on and killed off in the end. Oh man, the Glazed non-human Primates falling apart here at the seams, but no, Jhin is here to turn it on. Kolossal Kortex living forever. DrMcWeenBean gets over the wall and manages to stun up on Becky. Can Pretty Boy Dan kite out of this situation? No, the tower shot will also be there, and the Doctor cleans it up. Another ace and a quadra kill for this Jax.
Jax
Huge.
is big. He is a big kid. I props to Dusty for getting into that back line. I know he did some work back there, forcing the Lulu and Tristana out, I believe. Oh no, I'm sorry, Lulu and Jhin out. So great engage by him. But initially it looked like achievements had got caught out.
Oh, for sure. Achievements did get caught out and absolutely insta-gived right away, but Orianna got too close. RIPDusty was able to channel a full ultimate here and just kept the back line of the Glazed non-human Primates, like you said, out of that fight long enough for the good Doctor to clean house. Really well played by them. Phantom Gamer popping off in the chat. Let's go, Owls. Achievements has a good look onto Elemental Lux, but the rest of the Glazed non-human Primates are here. A good polymorph forces. Oh, the ultimate just misses. Snack the Dipper so close. Okay, ultimate used here, forcing flash. DrMcWeenBean has double buffs, but here comes the rest of the Night Owls. Misfortune Bot collapsing from the side here. Eat May over the wall using her ultimate, but DrMcWeenBean is going in. He's got an angle. The Counter-Strike channels through, and it looks like Zac is going to get the bounce onto the backline, but will just end up killing himself. Orianna goes down to an ultimate channeled by RIPDusty, and Sox is sprinting for the hills. Oh, also goes down to the good Doctor, and this will mean Baron for the Night Owls. Eat May had a full and clear combo over the wall onto Zac, absolutely chunking him off. Achievements playing out of his mind in this game. Refused to be eliminated from the playoffs.
McWeenBean just absolutely towered
Under tower. Oh, 1,000 gold shutdown onto Kolossal Kortex though. That still will mean the Baron collected for the Night Owls. Achievements now able to walk this one in and clean up that last tower on the top side, forcing the Glazed non-human Primates back to their tier 3s.
Wow.
All right,
beautiful.
resets coming through.
Beautiful
Talk to
answer by
me.
Colossus.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially with that shutdown, if I'm mistaken. You said it was 1,000?
1,000 gold shutdown from the Jax.
Huge.
Absolutely massive.
He will definitely be going back and spending that, but right now, looks like the Night Owls will be looking to get this jury. Zac looking for a possible steal.
Decides to give up on it. Yeah, they...
Oh, he goes in.
Ooh, the Orianna ult used early as well. They didn't have vision, so they weren't sure if it would happen. Bounce comes through. Jhin ult over the top. Zac passive is going to keep buying them some time. Oh no! Snack the Dipper is a little too close now. Absolutely going to get taken down. Sox could not do what she needed to do to keep him alive.
It's a little too late on that engage for the Dragon, but it was a good try either way.
Had to do something, and got to give him credit for going in. DrMcWeenBean now on a great flank angle on the side. Misfortune Bot's pretty low, but we gotta abuse the Baron buff while we got it, which means it's time to hit these towers. Tristana is just gonna clean house if the Achievements is left alone with any of these towers. Opting to 1-3-1 here. Achievements pushing top side. Dusty, Misfortune Bot, and Eat May in the middle.
Loot damage coming out by Tristana.
Trist is already cleaning up on these towers. First tower down. This is going to be the inhibitor as well. Zac manages to get behind him, but misses the blobule thing.
Okay,
there's a great ultimate out of Orianna though. But we're fighting in the base on the opposite side of this, and Sox is going to go down to RIPDusty, who channels his ultimate, and then will end up getting killed as well. But That's 2 inhibitors. It looks like it could even be 3, as the good doctor is pushing in on the bot side inhibitor, unanswered as well. Eat May and Misfortune Bot are going to work down this middle one, as the rest of the Glazed non-human primates have to reset here. 2 chunked out to keep fighting. Yeah, 3 inhibitors down, Baron buff and Baron empowered minions here. Glazed non-human primates are in a tough spot. But good news is that there aren't any neutral objectives for a while, and all lanes are going to be pushing. So as long as they can stall out this game, the Glazed non-human primates are about to be force-fed a ton of golden experience from minions here. This is the thing about inhibitors that I always go back and forth on. Because if you can't end the game, taking an inhibitor is just gonna pump, I think it was like 1,300 gold. Oh, okay. DrMcWeenBean has found Elemental Lux in the jungle here. Level 17 Jax forces the ultimate out of Zac. Gonna get roofed up by Pretty Boy Dan. A re-engage here. Sox is also here. Where's the polymorph? Exhaust comes down. Okay, DrMcWeenBean forced to fight. Tries to get onto Pretty Boy Dan, who does some excellent kiting and manages to get the shutdown. That is another big pickup here for the size of the Glazed non-human primates. Like I said, all they gotta do is stall. Look at all these minions in the base.
And yeah, you're just giving Kolossal Kortex that much more power in
that much more
set.
gold, that much more experience. The only thing that you get to farm now on the side of the Night Owls is the jungles. So if you like I was saying, if you can't end the game and there aren't any neutral objectives, generally I think that under those circumstances, taking inhibitors is a mistake. But I mean, all 3 inhibitors is a ton of pressure, but like you're just basically force feeding a couple thousand, maybe 5,000 gold in experience into the hands of the Glazed non-human primates. Because you're not going to get Baron buff for a while, you're not going to get Dragon for a bit, so you just kind of got to wait. And that pick onto the good doctor definitely gave the Glazed non-human primates time to stall.
He is back up though, so this will probably look like a group and
this is going to be the group 5v5. Hold the door, my Glazers, says Sox. This is for their lives in the tournament here. This could be the last game the Glazed non-human primates or the Night Owls play.
I believe.
For season 1. Winner of this game goes to playoffs. Loser is out. Achievements pushing in these waves. It's just a quick item check here. 4 items for achievements.
Dusty going in, but
trying to see if he can't find a pick. That Tristana is huge. 11, 5, and 1, 4 item Tristana will absolutely tear through your base. 10, 5, and 0, 4 item Jax, same situation. Both of those carries are fully online, and if they get the right look, they will end this game. Dragon has spawned, however. RIPDusty going to be heading over in that direction. Not Soul, so the Glazed non-human primates aren't necessarily too worried, and this is what I mean. They've just been farming away, getting back into this game, taking as much golden experience as possible.
I was just about to say that they are trying to work their way back into this game, and they really can, especially with Elemental Lux getting those types of picks. He can. But it looks like the Night Owls quickly want to start Baron.
Yeah, with all the pressure from the minions, the map is kind of theirs. It's not really much that the primates can do about this one. But that's okay, they're just content to keep, you know, collecting on all of this minion gold and farm. This will get very difficult now, because now we have 3 lanes of super minions and Baron buff. So actually defending the base now is going to be very hard. Have the Glazed non-human primates farmed enough to get caught up and have the damage and stats that they need in order to fight right here? Or is the pressure from the super minions and the Night Owls going to be enough to end this game? Last push looks like it's going to be coming here. RIPDusty flying in with a fully sized snowball here. Alright, Baron empowered minions in the base. One inhibitor has respawned, and immediately the Night Owls
There it
will
is.
go. They ultimate in onto Tristana, does manage to land a huge Wombo combo, but DrMcWeenBean is in the backline. Exhausted up, still manages to get a couple of great stuns. Oh, a huge combo from Eatmay, picks up 2, and there's a third. Jax manages to get onto Dan, and oh, Tristana will explode. That's the clean ace here from the side of the Night Owls. Okay, not a clean ace. Zach passive keeps Zach alive, but knocking down the door here. Achievements is up. Oh, yeah, that's absolutely going to be the ace right there. Huge damage, and that will do it. The final score line: Glazed Non-Human Primates 1 win, the Night Owls 1 win, and that is enough for the Night Owls to fight for their spot in the playoffs. They have managed to do what they can to fend off the Glazed Non-Human Primates, and now it comes down to the Yo Plays game on Wednesday. If the Yo Plays manage a 2-0, they snag that last spot in playoffs over the Night Owls, but for now, the Night Owls have done what they need to do to secure their fate. Well played to both teams.
Yeah, beautiful games. I mean, it really just came down to the wire, honestly, with that last game. Both teams were very much in it. Very exciting games from start to finish. So
Mm-hmm.
very exciting to see a 1-1 in this series.
Absolutely. We'll get our teams in here for interviews in just a second. But if you, the chat, have any questions for us to ask them, just let us know. Throw them up in the chat. We will absolutely run them by both of these teams as they start filtering in here. What a game! What a game! Look at the damage numbers on this Tristana, on this Jax. Eat May with huge damage numbers as well, putting in work for the side of the Night Owls as we start filtering in here. Hello and welcome to our two teams. Super fun series, very well played on both sides. A nail biter there in game 2 for a while. It was very close. Uh, why don't we start with the draft walkthrough here, and Lucy, you and you and chat can come up with whatever questions you might have about game 1, and we'll start there. But Glazed Non-Human Primates, walk me through your draft for game 1.
Shalom. So for game 1, I'll just start with the bands first. Urgot, Darius, Trundles, classic bands against DrMcWeenBean and RIPDusty. We saw that they did not ban the Lulu and Annie, so we went ahead and grabbed those. Finally, Pretty Boy Dan got an opportunity to play his Annie, so we really just wanted to take that and give him the opportunity to do that. We needed some kind of comfort pick for Snack, so we ended up choosing MF. Her alt is great, and I don't know. I think he can. I trust him. For the jungle, we picked Master Yi. Just something that Elemental Lux thought was a good pick against that. We were kind of hovering between Master Yi and Shaco, and opted for that. And then since we had the counter pick against Mordekaiser, kind of was hovering around Chindamir and some other picks for Kolossal Kortex, but kind of panic picked the Tryndamere because we were going down to the last second, and that was the loudest chant that I could hear going into my ear. Aurelian Soul is the band that we lost because of last minute subbing. Since I'm on that topic, thank you, Elemental Lux, for coming in very, very last minute. And Tom Kench, we know that DrMcWeenBean likes the Elite Warrior, and we just didn't want that to be a thing. So that's why we banned the Ribbit.
Sounds dope. I love that the Tryndamere pick in that first game, which ended up being so dominant and pivotal, was just Elemental Lux shouting Tryndamere at you. All right, great. Phenomenal. On the opposite side of the rift, achievements. Walk us through your draft in game 1.
Well, all the way back in game 1 when we had first pick. Hold on, I'm trying to think which one was first, whether it was Aphelios.
Aphelios. We
It's
Okay.
picked
in
Aphelios
pick
first.
bands.
Yeah, this was the
Oh yeah, it
Aphelios
is. You're right.
Thresh
You're right. You're
game.
right. You're right.
Mhm.
So game 1 we had first pick overall. We knew we kind of wanted to go with the Aphelios Thresh bot lane in game 1. And securing that early was something we wanted to do. Took the Aphelios first because I have never known SoHXC to play Thresh, and we figured it wouldn't get picked. Not that I
Mhm.
know that Aphelios is the hidden pocket pick for Snack the Dripper, but we knew. I know SoHXC's champ pool a little better than I know Snack's ADC pool. So we took the Aphelios first. They took the Lulu, which we expected since we banned Soraka. And then the Annie came out, and we were big surprised. Um, we were shaking in our Tims a little bit because we figured if they picked Annie, it's it's probably for that Diamond Annie player guy. And
Yeah, probably.
he's real good at that. He's real good at that Annie girl.
Yeah, I feel
That
like he
champ
knows what
there.
he's doing there. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got like a few mastery points. It's only like 600 something thousand. It's not. It's not really a whole lot. It's it's something. Um,
Yeah, great.
so we figured Snack was transitioning back down to the bot lane. The Misfortune comes out, which I thought was a good pick because Misfortune's super good. And press R, go Burr.
Mhm.
The RIPDusty wanted Olaf in the first half, which I liked a lot, especially because he never gets to play a champion like Olaf, considering he gets 93 bans a game.
Mhm.
So we went with that to kind of rush their backline, mainly the Annie because of the alt and the MF because of Olaf alt as well. Obviously, Michael 1997X on set isn't something you super want to see, so we got rid of it, and then we didn't really know what else to ban. So we kind of figured we'd just go with something that we didn't want the entire team to see as a whole, so we got rid of Malphite. Lux and Mordekaiser were the Lux was just a pick to play safe into the Annie,
Mhm.
and Mordekaiser was a blind pick that Doc felt very comfortable on. He's regardless of the counter pick. Unfortunately, the counter was strong with this one.
That certainly was. I will say it was the first game was very close until it was not. And I just wanted to ask about the top lane matchup, literally coming down to the last auto attack early on in that game. If DrMcWeenBean, you want to talk about the Trin Munda or Mordekaiser situation there, because man oh man was it like
Yeah, sure.
a
I had to
little
be
really close.
unmuted. Yeah, so I wanted that first kill in the lane, but I ended up losing it by some double
Yeah.
digit health. Very,
Yeah.
very close, but Tryndamere is a very good lane bully stat check kind of champ. So that's a great counter pick in the Mordekaiser in lane. Not as great in team fight, but I think by the time we started team fighting, it was already 5-0, and that's a problem. So it's better if I just rush Tabby Bramble there and just kind of play safe and never engage. But I wasn't playing very well in the first game, to be honest. And Michael 1977X, aka Kolossal Kortex, aka the Set Warrior, was playing it much, much better than me.
Lucy, any questions for either team from game one?
Probably Glazed on human. Like, very curious to like see why the Yi pick. That's very I don't think we've seen too much of Yi in this season.
So I've unmuted. Tell Lex if he wants to go ahead and explain that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
Yeah, what made you pick the Yi first game?
Oh, so as XCs was saying, we were contemplating between the Shaco and the Yi. I was leaning more towards Shaco because I actually do play a bit of Shaco when I get autofill jungle. However, the Olaf pick came through, and I was like, wow, I can either counterpick myself with a Shaco, or I can actually play Yi and play for late game. So that's kind of why we decided to go for the Yi. And
Interesting.
yeah, and then so that way we've got that late game insurance against their tanks as well with the Kraken Slayer and Yi passive stacks the true damage, and luckily for us it worked out.
Understood. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Oh, well, I don't have any extra thoughts about game one. Why don't we slide on over to game two and hear about the draft? This time we'll start with achievements. Why don't you talk to us about your draft in game two?
Game 2, we decided to go with a little bit of a different look. We guessed that set was going to be played, considering we didn't ban it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was. And we had what we thought was a decent matchup against it. DrMcWeenBean likes playing Jackson to set, mainly the counter strike against set is pretty strong, considering he's pretty much
Auto attack
exclusively
based.
auto attack
Yeah.
based.
Yeah, for
Obviously,
one
obviously the
second.
W does big damage, but
You don't pick Jackson to set to be 3-0 in lane. You pick it for when 17 minutes into the game, you and Set are even in gold, and you can 1v1 him without going below half health.
Mm-hmm.
That was something I learned too late.
That
It's
is where that matchup really
pretty
takes
good
off.
matchup for Jax in the second half of the game. The bot lane we wanted to take together, Tristana Leona is a great lane. A lot of burst, a lot of explosion, and can really take off if you get it going. Tristana scales really well, but paired with a champion like Leona, her laning is actually pretty decent if you can get some all-ins. Pretty boy Dan played that lane perfect with Jin, though. Kept me off so much CS and did so much damage. Unfortunately, we had Nunu, so Nunu got to sit there for a little bit. And that's why we picked it. That's why I rounded out the comp at the end. Not a lot of dashes on the side of GNP in the second game, which meant Nunu was free to roam and fly around the map. And then the brand was a perfect mid laner for us to kind of get that 4-1 comp going with DrMcWeenBean being in a side lane and the rest of the team on another portion, and really splitting them up in the map, knowing that nobody would be able to contest one-on-one DrMcWeenBean being late, and no three people would be able to contest the four of us together.
I mean, totally true. Absolutely worked out. Swapping to the other side of the draft, Socks, why don't you walk us through your draft for game two?
So Urgot Trundle, pretty straightforward for Doc and Rip. Darius, we just didn't want that to be a problem ever. So we just set that out of the picture. Aurelian Sol, that's our punishment. And then Olaf kind of was a little bit of an issue, maybe. And with our team comp, we thought, maybe that's something we just want to get out of the picture. And especially with that Master Yi band. So that's why we banned Olaf. We saw that set wasn't banned. It was a little bit of a risky play, but Kolossal Kortex hasn't had a chance to play his set. And we figured since Pretty Boy Dan got to play his Annie, let's let Kolossal Kortex play his set.
Yeah, when it's do or die, you want the cream, for sure.
Seeing the Annie and the Vigar ban, I wanted to put people in a little bit more of a comfort pick. So I switched Snack into the middle lane where he can shine a little bit better. I know last season he did pretty well with the Orianna, so we picked that. Lulu and Jin, pretty straightforward. Lulu's my favorite, and Dan's really good at Jin. We've played it together bot lane before, so I thought, okay, we're good there. We've got the synergy for that. And then the Zac was Elemental Lux's call. I really liked it with his tankiness, the engage, and kind of the Wombo-ish with the Orianna and the Lulu. So
No, absolutely cleaning up with some of those ganks middle, putting Eat May on the back foot a little bit every now and again, and getting some really good ganks off top side as well to try to stabilize against the Jacks. Love that stuff. Lucy, any thoughts or questions that you might have for either team on game 2?
Yeah, starting with the Night Owls, what adjustments did you make game two? Like, what was the biggest thing you guys talked about after game one?
Well, obviously the big difference was I think the Annie ban. Uh, the Annie ban helped us out a lot. Even though Dan wasn't 92-0 in the first game or nothing like that, uh, his one shot potential just being everywhere that he could be. As they say, sometimes the threat of an ability is more valuable than the ability itself.
Very true.
And that was kind of the epitome of what Dan was in the first game.
Mm.
Obviously combined with the Tryndamere, who was super excellent. But we had the counter pick in the top lane in game 2, so we decided that even if he did go Tryndamere, we had an answer. Did go Set, so got the counter pick on Set anyways, but that was kind of the thought process. And
Perfect.
we wanted a bot lane with a little more scaling. I like to think that myself and German can hold our own together and collect the farm and get to that late game portion, regardless of how lane goes. We don't think it's ever going to be so egregious that we're no longer useful. So a pick like Tristana paired with Leona, we thought would really work out in both lane and late game.
hmm
Roger.
Then, for GMP, was the initial plan game two, was it to try and pick more people off, or was it to be more aggressive? What was the game plan for you guys?
Uh, I guess we just wanted some engaged because I think it just historically throughout this whole tournament, our team comps aren't very tanky and engaged in having a way to appeal for people. So I think we just wanted that in a little bit of the Wombo combo. And I mean, for the most part, we've been playing this whole season based off of comfort picks.
hmm
If that answers your question.
Does. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
Awesome. So before we start wrapping things up, I just wanted to confirm some standing things and uh, congratulate the Night Owls by securing that win. You guys are currently slated to be playing in the playoffs. If I think the Yo plays 2-0 on their game on Wednesday, they will sneak past you. But congratulations, you guys have made it. You've done the work you need to. And then also, I believe.
No, we are. So the Night Owls are in the playoffs. They'll be
Mm.
playing the Coconut Crabs in the first round of playoffs. The game with the Yo plays versus the Knights will determine who plays the NA Rams in the first round. If the Yo plays 2-0, they'll be playing the NA Rams. If the Knights take a game or both, they'll be in the playoffs playing the NA Rams.
Got it. Well, in which case, either way, I still just wanted to congratulate and celebrate these Glazed non-human primates for their season. Great work. Thank you so much for all of your games, your accomplishment. You were the first team to take a game off of the undefeated NA Rams. Very well played to all of you guys, and thank you so much. Despite missing the playoffs this year, I want to just celebrate and congratulate all of you guys at what you were able to accomplish this season. Round of applause for you.
Yeah, if you don't mind letting me just have a little, 2 minutes.
Hell yeah.
Uh,
Speak to the people.
Just want to thank my team, Kolossal Kortex, Pretty Boy Dan, Snack the Dipper, and Inhiri, who unfortunately could not play with us tonight. We've had a lot of losses, but able to come out with some wins, and like you said, getting to be able to defeat the NA Rams for the first time in the whole tournament. So just want to thank everybody for their patience and me kind of flip-flopping people around. Regardless, I think we all had a pretty good time making monkey noises, providing many memes and laughs to the whole tournament. Thank you anyone who had subbed in our team, specifically today, Elemental Lux for subbing. And I hope maybe in the near future we can maybe upgrade, get the same people, and maybe instead of being glazed non-human primates, we'll be powdered, and we'll level up and we'll practice maybe a little bit more. But it was fun.
Sounds great. You definitely showed us your competitive spirit, and I appreciate you guys. So we are here at the moment at the end of the match that always happens, where we select our MVPs. Socks, why don't you keep the ball rolling and pick an MVP for the enemy team, and if you are comfortable with it, an MVP for your team.
I didn't have time to think about this.
Okay, achievement.
Yeah, thank
Yeah, I
you.
got it. I can go. Yeah,
go for it.
for their games, we're gonna have to give the most valuable player award. We're gonna send it the way of Kolossal Kortex. He did absolutely everything necessary of him in game 1. He was all over the map, 11-1 and something. I can't even remember, it was so many. But he played game 1 excellent, really took advantage of the top lane counter pick, and made it happen all game, doing so much for his team. And in game 2 on this set, provided to be extremely useful. Little behind in the beginning, but not really much, and was still super useful to the team. One-shotting May or somebody at the end of the game. So somebody was complaining about it.
I think it was your brand.
Yeah, it was probably
didn't get
brand.
caught on the stream.
Because I think it was May. I think it was May that said something about Yeah, it was May. May got one shot by full tank set with Gore Drinker and Sterix, unkillable, super hard to take down, and still one shot in our backline. So gonna have to give it to Kolossal Kortex.
Awesome. And on the opposite side of the rift, Socks, would you please hit us with the MVPs?
So for game 1, I would like to give it to DrMcWeenBean. Mordekaiser is always a scary champ to see him on, and being able to take at least one person out of the picture into the Shadow Realm, always an issue. So gonna have to give it to him. For game 2, I was actually mulling over this for the majority of that whole time. I really just am gonna have to give it to the whole team because they played it perfectly in the way that they needed to. With Dom being able to kind of come back with this Tristana, Jax, split pushing and just being able to come back, like he said. Eat May putting out a lot of damage, her ult being really annoying, the Leona grab tankiness, the stun, Nunu being tanking, just rolling with the snowball. There's not one single person that I can give an MVP. They just played it really well. And I'm just gonna give MVP to my whole team because I think we communicated really well. And just did our best. We secured more dragons than we normally do on average, so that's cool.
That's cool. You guys played really good today. I thought game 1 was an absolute slaughter. We got our cheeks clapped a little bit. We got handed to us. Thankfully, in game 2, we had a little more scaling, was able to keep it alive. But it was never in any way a secured game. I thought you guys played real well today, and it was a great series.
The door.
Hold the door, Glazers.
Hold the door.
I don't jungle, by the way.
Well, you did great anyway. All right, I will open up the floor. Anybody who wants to just say anything to either the players, the stream, each other at the end of this series before we close out the stream, now is your chance.
I have officially played every role in this tournament. It is official now.
Thank you, Amanik, I Love Lucy, and Ari for doing the casting and streaming. GG to the Night Owls. GG to my team. Again, I can't thank you enough. You guys, your personalities, which is what I was going for, really made it fun and bearable. So I can't thank you guys enough. And good luck to all the other teams. I'm looking forward to how it turns out.
Yeah, thanks.
I'd like to shout out my girl Sea Dog for finally getting to listen to her
Sea Dog.
favorite caster, Eminik, because we play on the same team now, so she never
Let's
gets to
go.
hear you call
Sea
games.
Dog.
Sea Dogs. What up,
But-
Sea Dog?
Let's
And,
go, Sea Dogs.
I hope you're watching, Sea Dog.
Thea. She's aside for Cynthia's.
Oh,
Manifest Destiny, Eminik.
manifest destiny, my guy. All right. Well, thank you everybody for watching and hanging out on a Monday night. We will be ending the stream here. Please tune in on Wednesday for the last game of the regular season, the Knights versus the Yo Plays, to decide who will be seeded into the NA Rams during playoffs. But Lucy, thank you for the cast. Oh, go ahead, Achievements. What's up?
If you're a coconut crab, be on the lookout for the when to meet, I believe.
Okay.
Because
sounds good.
I think we're just gonna go ahead and go with next week, and obviously we know the rules
ball
dictate
rolling.
that the rules dictate that you have to be, your when to meet signed by Tuesday night. I think where there's gonna be a discussion and it's gonna be opened up a little bit, but be on the lookout. We'll try to get that as soon as possible so we can get it played.
Sounds good. Thank you for that up. I Love Lucy. Congrats on your first stream, my guy. Well done. Thank you for joining me. Yeah.
Appreciate you. A huge thank you to Erica too, for
Yep.
streaming. Big shout out to her too, keeping the stream up. So, and thank you
Yeah.
to you too for helping me with the ropes and all
you
that
did
good
great,
stuff.
man.
It was pretty fun.
You held down the fort, my guy. I also got to say, whoever's built the transitions for the stream,
Shout out RIPDusty.
chef's kiss, RIPDusty.
That'd
Chef's
be a
kiss.
boy.
GG guys. Good luck with the series, my dudes.
I googled it,
Nice.
and they were like, "You can do this, but you have to get Adobe Studio or whatever, some shit.
Oh, okay.
You got to get the 7-day trial." And I was like, "I got to do this today because 7-day trial," and then canceled it. So,
Yo, that's great.
Also,
yeah,
shout
I
out
think it came
to
out good. I really wanted to get like a almost like a shutting steel door looking kind of thing, like from the top to bottom, and then it would like turn sideways and then open up. But that was like super hard to do. So what it is what it is. And I
Great
think
job, though.
I think it
Very
still looks
clean.
good though. So
Yeah.
glad we have it at least for streamers. So
Achievements. One last shout out, or are you good?
Yeah. I'd like to thank my subs for the day. Dusty and DrMcWeenBean. Dusty was a planned sub. The Doc, little bit less planned, but a few hours before game time, he was prepping for his own game. I was able to snag him to be a sub for us today. So appreciate them a lot.
Awesome. And that'll do it for us. Thank you everybody for hanging out. We will see you on Wednesday. Get ready for playoffs next week. And what's a good sign off line, Lucy? What's your sign off?
Thank you guys. Appreciate you guys, and we'll catch you later.
Nope, that's it. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye. Peace, guys.
Another chance to go and change the past, but I know how the story will go. 'Cause all these legends I carry with me, all these lifetimes that only I see, I'm taken to this place in between, where I've been and where I'll be. Turn back time, gonna hit rewind and find that all these memories, discoveries, these fantasies, they stay with me. Turn back time, gonna hit rewind, remember all the tales of all the people that I meet, 'cause I have to leave them all behind and then repeat. Don't forget this pain and regret, so I can learn from the tragedy and change the course of this history. Move through time, oh yeah. Don't overlook the signs, oh yeah. Now I see, oh yeah. It's my responsibility. Turn back time, gonna hit rewind and
You don't know what I'd do without